Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of Talk Your Ish, which is the fan calling show on the channel. I will drop the link. The link has already been dropped in the chat, but I will continue to drop the link in the chat during the live stream. It is open for anybody to call in, so it doesn't matter who you support, doesn't matter how long you've been watching the channel, doesn't matter what you want to talk about. Please just make sure you keep it sporting related. As you can see from the title, Arsenal win away at Manchester United, but can they win the Premier League title? So that is the main topic of conversation. But like I said, we're freedom of speech here. Unless you're Ryan, you have freedom of speech to talk about whatever you want in regards to the sporting aspect. Only two rules, people, when it comes to the fan calling show. When it comes to Talk Your Ish, there's only two rules. One, camera must be on, face facing forward, and that's not because we care what you look like. I can't stress this enough. Male or female, we do not care what you look like. It's safety protocols, people. We ain't trying to see anybody's chest, anybody's cheeks, anybody's genitalia. That's all it is. No one ain't trying to see that to start off their week. Just to clarify that, I have to stress that enough. Secondly, when you call in, just make sure you know what you want to talk about. So what I'm saying is, don't just call in just to be chilling out and clogging up the lines, because people actually want to call in to talk about whatever they want to talk about. But make sure you hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this across all of the socials as well. And that's Be Flawless at Sarcasm City TV as well. I'm just watching this and like, yo, I need to comb my hair. But yeah, people, share this across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. It is rolled to 12K. And we're closing in on 11.5 actually. I think we're under 100 away. I think. Oh yeah, and one last thing as well, because I see Gaming already put it in the chat. If you are a member, it is first come first serve with the queue. But if you are a member of the channel at any level, you will queue jump people. So if you're a member, you queue jump and go straight to the front of the queue or behind another member if they are indeed there. We got Steve in the building. Oh yes, Steve. What are you telling me, man? You good? You on mute, fam?
Yo, what's good, man? How you doing? How you doing?
You already know, man. You already know. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big on my nephew in the chat. Hope Solo's in the chat. AJB. Good to see Chloe. My Don Chic. You can catch me on Chic TV as well, people. And like I stated, I can't stress this enough in regards to us not caring what you look like, or don't be. And I've seen this as well. Some people might be like shy to call in. Feel free to call in, because as bad as the call could go, you'll never say some shit like that.
By the way, can I just say, the two girls below us are looking 16 out of 10s today, both of them.
I big up the panel. And that's just to clarify, people, as bad as you think the call could go, it can never go that bad. It will never be worse than that. You know what I'm saying? You could have a terrible time. Your connection's bad. You could make 10 opinions and they're all wrong. And it will never, ever be as bad as that. 16 out of 10 teas are available. Link is in the pinned comment. You can see it right there. Let me move the mic out of the way. 16 out of 10 teas are available. You can see this one. Also got this 16 out of 10 only for 3 more days, people. We are closing the shop at the 16th. On the 16th, sorry, at 10 p.m. So link for your t-shirts is in the pin comment, available worldwide. Only available for a limited time at the price they are currently at, which is £16.10. Because when we reopen the shop, they will not be at £16.10, but there will be more 16 out of 10 merch. Hoodies, there will be snapbacks like the one Steve's got on there. There will be beanies, etc. I'm trying to get socks patterned. I'm not gonna lie. I am trying to get socks patterned.
Oh, I could use some.
Yes, see, who don't need socks? You know what I'm saying? That is one thing we always need. You know what I'm saying? We all need socks.
Literally, I will never reject a pair of socks.
It is. But all right, let's get to the first call. Regular caller. He's a member of the channel as well. Man Like Gaming is in the building. My guy, what are you saying?
Big up, Steve.
Oh, let's go, bro.
Right, first and foremost, Arsenal are a disgrace. Let's get that straight.
Talk about it.
I don't think they should have won the game because they were absolutely piss poor. They just sat back whilst you guys were losing. I personally think if Bruno was in that game and whoever you had injured, you guys would have drawn that game or won.
Okay.
Because I don't think Arsenal were playing that good. They weren't even at their best.
No, I think they weren't great, but they didn't need to be because we're Manchester United. But go on, carry on.
I mean, so even if they've beaten you, they're still not going to win the Premier League. I still don't think they will because I don't see City dropping points to Spurs.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I do agree with
Because
that. I don't see
people are
them
going to say,
dropping
"Oh,
either.
Spurs are going to beat City." I mean, they literally got a lucky win against Burnley.
Yeah, they
They
were not good
literally-
against Burnley. Yeah, I watched that game.
And like, come on, they lost 4 games in a row. And like,
Yeah.
come on, like they're really gonna back a big Ange or is gonna win the Premier League with us? No. I'm not having that. But yeah, regards to Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest, that game wasn't the best.
You didn't enjoy. Actually, no, you're looking at it from a different lens because I'm watching it as a neutral. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I didn't
Obviously, you're
really
invested.
enjoy the game either. The goals were like one. I didn't think it was that great a game.
I
That
don't
was,
think it was
that was
great.
great. Entertaining, end to end. Two
Like,
teams who don't
I
just
was
on
watching
vibes.
Bologna. I was watching. Albeit, I was watching the Napoli. I did a watch on for the Napoli Bologna
Yeah.
games. I'll say my attention was fully on the Forest Chelsea game. Whenever I looked over, I was like, "It's all right." Good
Yeah.
goal from
Like I said, I enjoyed it. Again, I'm looking at it from a different lens than you, Gaming,
What-
because you're invested as a Chelsea fan, whereas I'm
Yeah.
looking at it like two teams going forward. Every time both teams attacked, I'm like, there's more. They look like they was going to score. There was more goals in that game. Even when it was
Yeah.
1-1, it's like there's goals in this game.
But then
That's
when
the
I was
best
like,
game to watch as a neutral, but carry on. Go on.
Yeah.
but then when I was like, Callum Hudson-Odoi scored, I'm like, yep, the game's done. Wrap it, finish. The game's done. And then when I saw Sterling coming on, Gusto and Kunku, Reece James, we started to pick up more speed with the ball. And I'm like, Sterling, I'm like, hold on, since when does he score goals for us? And then I come in and Reece James. Oh my God, Reece James, what an assist. And by the way, Reece James has the same assist than Trent this season in 2024.
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
And yeah, but honestly, hey, I got the win, but we cannot be making this mistake against Brighton.
Yo, you're right. I don't know if you got to see the game when we played. Because Newcastle, we just played Brighton. Big up, Prime. We just played Brighton on the weekend. They performed very well on the counter.
Yes.
Particularly on the left with Enciso and the other fella. What's his freaking name? So you got to look out for Brighton. Because their results will show you one thing. But when you watch them, they actually are a good defensive team.
Yes.
So that will be a good test for you guys. I agree.
That's why I'm just saying keep the same lineup. Just make sure we're set up defensively good and attackively, because our previous 2 games against Aston Villa, Spurs, and West Ham, they were good. So because Nottingham Forest are a good team. I'm not gonna lie, they're not a bad team. They do, whenever they play a good team, they go for they fight for anything. They take risks, just like Luton do.
They're tough out at their ground.
Yeah.
They do attack well. So what's your scoreline prediction for that game, Gaming?
Oh my God. I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, because you got before we talk next, it's 2 games, right? Because you play.
Yeah, we've got Brighton on Wednesday, and then we've got Bournemouth on Sunday, I think.
Yeah, Sunday, because everybody plays on Sunday because it's the last game of the season. Okay, so Brighton away, scoreline prediction.
Oh my God! You know what? We need to actually win, but I don't see us winning that game. I'm gonna say 2-2.
For the Brighton one.
2-2, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Cool. But if we manage to sneak a win, I don't care. As long as something happens.
You don't think we'll beat Brighton?
Yeah, but you've got to think about how we've been performing lately, Prime. Our set pieces is rubbish. We concede from set pieces.
I know, but we've got our players back for the most part.
Yeah, they're super subs. That's why the game saved us against Nottingham Forest.
I know, but we'll beat Brighton just based on the fact of we've got better players than them. We'll beat Brighton.
I know that, but hey, if we get the win, fair enough.
Well, but
so you say 2 apiece. You say 2 apiece for Brighton, and then what about the game against Bournemouth at home last day?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 3-0. I want Thiago Silva to win his last game for Chelsea. I'm saying 3-0.
First. All right, man. Okay, Gaming. Salute. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you because you already said you think City will still win the league. So big up, yeah. Great call as always, man. My guy. Big up,
still
every single time. I said he's still punch out. I respect it, man. Bless up. Bless up, Gaming. My guy. Go on, Prime. What you saying before we get to the next call?
I'm like, maybe I'm the only one. I don't have a problem with how Arsenal played. I watched that game, right? And like, Arsenal got the first goal, and I even said that on Lewis' stream at halftime. Like, Arsenal can just sit in now.
Yeah, because United never scored.
Allow United to go onto them and like soak up the pressure and maybe try and hit a second on the counter. like I don't have a problem with how Arsenal played. They have
would
a
have done the same thing.
they have a terrible record at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
There was no point trying to play into the emotion of the game and think, oh, United are so terrible. Let's just go out and attack them continuously. And like, there's no point in trying to do all of that. Just play the game smart.
But
what it is the fact of, I hear what you're saying, because I didn't really have a problem. I think a problem is too strong a word with what it is. It's because of all the conversation before the game. That's what it is. Because everything was in their favor and they were supposed to batter us. That was the general consensus.
That's fans. Yeah.
But that's where the criticism lies. It can't be, okay, pick a number from 3 above that they're going to beat United by, and you win 1-0 in the manner in which you did. And again, this is me saying this as a United fan. I don't have an issue with the way they played, but it's because they are so much better than us, because everything is in their favor, because we had players out as well. They had their first team. There's an expectation of more like, they went about it that way, but they could have been more dominant. People ain't trying to hear and see. People ain't even trying to have it be an argument that Manchester United were the better side in the second half. People don't even want that to be entertained. They wanted what City do to Manchester United. That's where they're looking at. Bear in mind, City, if say they would have beat us 2-0, let's say City would beat Manchester United 1-0, it wouldn't look like that. That's people's issue with it.
Yes,
from a performance perspective.
They didn't control the game and pass it around.
No, but
again, I don't think United were the better team in the second half.
I'm not saying that. I think you miss what I said. People don't want it to even be a conversation. The fact that it's a question that can be posed is the problem. They want it to look like how City would. If City beat us 1-0, it wouldn't look like that. We can't change. That's where it's
that City can just about kill anyone with possession.
Even that's the point that I'm making in regards to it can't be pick a number 3 or above and then they win 1-0 and it's a debate about who was the better team in the second half, and they didn't really create a lot of clear cut. People were just expecting more dominance on both ends, performance wise. And if it was 1-0, but Onana was making save after save after save, and Manchester United was scrambling around, people would be much more like, all right, we just missed our chances. But it wasn't that. Or if they would have just battered us 4-0 but only had 4 shots on target, people wanted one or the other. That's why people are upset.
From a fan perspective, we did, because
we
look at it as worst United team we've seen in years. Arsenal are sensational, or quote unquote. It's going to be a battering. But if I'm Arteta, I'm going into that game thinking, like, Arsenal as a club have a terrible record, Old Trafford. Let's not turn this into Liverpool versus Man United, where United got a win. Let's just nick it 1-0. I don't care. At least we got the win. We go on to our next game. Like, it was smart from Arteta doing it that way. In terms of what you're saying,
I want Eddie Howe to do the same goddamn thing on Wednesday.
In terms of what you're saying, in terms of what you're saying, Flawless, that's on Arsenal fans to answer for their crimes. People like Tony and whatnot. But in terms of,
I don't think it's. I'll defend him there. I don't think it's a crime. They could have played that way. He chose not to.
Honestly, I think if Arsenal opened up and tried to attack you guys, I don't think they win that game. I'll be so real.
Hey, if you struggle on a counter attack with Højlund, your defense is not as good as you make out is because they're
not Højlund, but like
who? Exactly.
Maybe because they had
No. We can't bypass that. Who?
No, I'm answering. Maybe I don't know. Maybe because like they had
name the attackers. You said if they open up, they could get. Name the attackers. No. Name the attackers then.
I know. I'm answering. Listen.
Go on.
Maybe because they had injuries to like Bruno and Rashford and stuff. But like, I don't know. If Arsenal like really opened up, I don't know. I just think
exactly. You don't have no names. That's where the issue lies. But you've named no names. You've answered the question 3 times. You've named no names. Just name names, fam. We don't need a monologue of it. Just name the names.
I'm not having a monologue.
Who's the Warriors? All right, let me get to the callers, man. Let me get to the callers.
I am trying to
yes, Bario. What are you telling me, man? I just need the names. You know what I'm saying? You said if they opened up, they may be worried about on the counter attack. Who are the attackers to be worried about? I just need names. That's it. We just need names. If you can't name anybody, that means there's nobody to be worried about, so they didn't need to play in that manner. Now, if we had great players on the counter attack, I'd hear it.
I think from Arteta's perspective,
I apologize.
So we still got no names. Let me get to the next
Don't
call.
worry.
Let me.
I'm enjoying
Let me
this.
get to it. Nah, go on, Bario. Carry on, man. Nah, I'm tired of this. Go on, carry on. Cool. All right, cool. All right, you believe he played perfectly. Cool. Go on, Bario. What are you telling me, man? Okay, cool, man. Yo, let me move on. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. Go on, Bario. Your time. Your time.
Yeah, my point is that Arsenal are winning the league. Fuck my life.
Yeah. Okay, talk about it.
Yeah. Just, last time I came on a call and I said that they were going to win the Champions League and the Premier League. Thank God, thank the Lord himself that they didn't win the Champions League. But I am seeing that they've got. Well, Spurs are the most Spursy team to ever do this. They're gonna do it. They're gonna make Man City lose at the stadium, and they're gonna make it. Oh look, Arsenal win, but no, they want Champions League. Although it's basically done. I mean, Aston Villa is going to get Champions League no matter what. I'm sorry. So yeah, basically.
I'm sorry. Go on. My bad. I'll finish.
Basically, I'm in a dangerous situation. I'm in a crisis. My hair's looking 16 out of 10. I'm like a caveman. I'm all done. I'm all done out here. So yeah, my thing is that, listen to this. I'm gonna do a sacrifice. Arsenal win the league, but my team wins Copa America. Come on, up the Gunners. Up the Gunners. Come on, up the Gunners. Come on. This is my sacrifice.
I like Colombia winning the Copa America. I do like that still. I like that.
Yep. So that's my sacrifice. Anyways, and just want to say on Man United, he had one job. One damn job. But of course, Anthony was there.
Man. It's just one error, man. One error, just
one error from Casemiro.
I'm with you, Bario. I'm with you.
You got a free what the hell's the word? You got a free you got a free travel to Colombia. Don't worry, you got here. You're free here. You got no need for a visa. No need. No worries. But anyways, I want Man United. This is what I want to talk about. Man United. You have one job. You have another job. You got one more chance. If not, you're fired. So yeah.
What's the other job? Wait. What's the other job we gotta do? What's the other thing?
You gotta beat Newcastle. I want Europa.
Oh, you mean for you? Okay.
I want Europa. No worries.
Sorry to burst your bubble. That's got draw written all over it.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Who knows?
Actually, I can't lie. It depends on what team he puts out. Still, that's what I would say.
Yes.
Depends on the team. Exactly.
It depends. If he puts out that team that he played against Arsenal, we got a shot.
It depends for us too, because Joe Wellington's back.
Oh, you got players back.
Huh?
Oh, I didn't know you had players back.
Yeah, we got Big Joe back. Lil Joe's out, but Big Joe's back. Trippier's back. Barnes, Gordon, Isak, Wilson was injured again, but he might make it. Who knows? Wilson's like Wilson just like shows up when he wants. I don't even know, but it depends on our team too. To be honest, I want us to do exactly what Arsenal did though. Play like crap, but get the win. That's all I care about tomorrow. But
although, I just realized a draw is actually best case scenario.
If we get a draw, we secure 6.
No, I don't think so, because we need to beat Brighton. If we beat Brighton, draw is also a good scenario. So yeah, good thing is that Brighton, due to Newcastle, are out of Europe, so there's less pressure. Even though it was basically confirmed that they're not going to be in Europe, now it's confirmed mathematically as well, so no pressure. So, I mean, I'm going to celebrate Conference League as top 4. I don't care. My season's shameless. I don't care.
Yeah, I think we won't catch you lot. So you'll finish. I think you'll finish 7th.
Too, to be fair, I
think you'll finish 7th. Worst case scenario, you lot.
I think Chelsea finished 7th.
Worst case scenario, I think, because we ain't catching you lot.
Worst case scenario. Although best case scenario, according to the season that we had.
You could finish 5th. There is
you guys play each other, do we?
Yeah, what? Wednesday. United play Newcastle Wednesday.
Oh, nice. That helps Chelsea. Oh, nice.
It does. does.
Yeah.
It
So
would
Bario,
help.
you legit got Arsenal. You think Spurs take points off City because you got Arsenal winning the league.
I'm being honest because
Talk about
what I know about football is that
Mhm.
the favorites, like, if you look at the different Champions League seasons, let's say for this example,
Yeah.
the favorites never have won it. Basically, you look at 2021 favorites for Man City. They went to the final. Chelsea won it. You look at 2022 favorites for Chelsea. Everyone at the start of the season, people forget this. People were saying we were going to repeat it. We're going to go double
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we
you
were top of the league.
favorites for the Prem as well.
Mhm.
They're not favorites, but people are saying because you got Lukaku.
Exactly. So every single favorite never wins, and what people expect almost never happens. What were people saying in the start of the season? Final will be Man City, Real Madrid. Look at it, it's Dortmund, Real Madrid. So what
Everybody
people
thought
expect,
Liverpool was going to win Europa.
exactly, but no, Atalanta somehow does it. Look at
So this is
Barcelona. Frankfurt beat them, and
so this is why
Barcelona.
you think Arsenal will pin it because City will deem the favorites.
Yeah, because everyone's putting expectations on Man City, and I'm not saying that they're gonna have that like pressure on them, but if not, it's because that's how football works.
Huh.
The favorites never win, basically. It's never how you think it'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
First, interesting. I disagree. I think City are gonna beat Spurs, but
God bless.
we will see.
Hopefully.
Spurs have
Okay.
Spurs have not beaten Man City when it's mattered though.
Oh, but
Agree with that.
I mean, start of the season matters. I'd argue. I mean, look at that.
No,
Chelsea
not,
flew
like
Tottenham too. That could have made our season, but no, we went
no, I'm
down on
talking about
confidence.
like all these Spurs wins against Man City have come like at the start of the season when Spurs are good and Man City are poor. When it's a title running right now, it matters. Every point matters. City are not
Could be
going to drop
true.
against Spurs. They're not. They'll win.
and if they do, cool. It's entertainment nonetheless. Whatever result happens, it's entertainment for somebody.
We'll see.
That somebody is.
But Bario, before I let you go, because you mentioned it already, Copa America, confident Colombia going to do well in the competition?
Yeah, listen, I wanted to say something before because I know Prime bantered me for something, but yeah, I wanted to say something.
Go on.
Colombia is the Spurs, basically, of South America, if you'd like to say that, because we always go in with high expectations, and we have won a trophy, unlike Spurs, thank God. So yeah, but the thing is that we have these expectations. World Cup 2014, we were one of the favorites to at least go far, but Falcao got injured, and then look what happened. Copa America again, injuries. Every single time it's either injuries happen, manager shit. It's something outside of the pitch that happens. So thankfully this time there's not a sign of injuries. Munoz in Crystal Palace is doing amazing. Luis Diaz, even though I think he has gone below form, he's still showing what he can do for Colombia. We got a young prospect in Yacer Asprilla that plays for Watford. We got James Rodriguez, who's always going to be world class for us.
John
So
Arias.
yeah, I mean,
I like Arias at Fluminense.
Arias as well. He won the Copa Libertadores with Fluminense, so watch out for him. And our goalkeeper, I want to give him props. Carlos Vargas is amazing. He was second choice for like 10 years, and look what he's doing now.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm confident we could, but don't be shocked if we do something like we always do.
Yeah. Before I let you go, let me get predictions for both your games. So obviously you play Brighton on Wednesday away. Scoreline prediction.
Think the same thing Strasbourg said about counterattacks and that thing. I think it's going to be a 1-0 win for either one. I'll say Chelsea because I'm going to back my team. 1-0 win.
Last day of the season at home to Bournemouth.
Last day of the season, 3-0, I'd say.
3-0.
Not because I underestimate Bournemouth, just they have nothing to fight for anymore.
Okay. No first. All right, man. Big up Bario, yeah. My done every single time, man, out there in Colombia. Right, big up. Keep supporting my guy. Crazy how we get people from all over the globe on here. And yes, to answer the question before I keep getting to these callers as well, to Warrior J says, yo, Flawless, is the United Newcastle watch along on playback? It'll be on both. So it'll be on the playback, but also here on the YouTube. So it'll be on both. I'm gonna dual stream people. So yeah, you will get it on here, but also on the playback as well. So if you want to watch on here, fine. If you want to watch on the playback, also fine. Just lock in people. So yeah, but there's your lot. I can't put it on the schedule, but you lot will see it pop up anyway. Actually, I might be able to. I'm gonna trial it. I'll trial it and see. But let's go to another caller. I presume he's very happy about. I know he's happy about the result, but not very happy about the performance. You know what I'm saying? See him there with a 16 out of 10. Love to see it. My Don C in the building. My guy, what you saying, man? You good?
16 out of 10, rude boy. You got to rep that. You got to rep the channel, blood.
Love that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Ray,
Love
thank you
that.
for this. I'll say, Ray, thank you for this t-shirt. It fits well. It's nice and neat, and it makes me look henching than I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, because black compliments. You know what I'm saying? So Ray,
There we go.
when every girl sees me now, they see 16 out of 10. Yeah, and I'll be like Ray Productions. You don't know, bang bang. Oh shit. So hey, Paddle, Wagwan, man. Big up to all you, man.
Hey, big up, man. Done. Thoughts on the game yesterday, man.
You know what? Yeah, it pissed me off.
Yeah, cause I seen you say that in the chat. That's why I said what I said in the introduction. I know you'd be happy about, but I seen you say you was unhappy about the performance. So yeah, floor is yours.
It's like a 1-0 win. You'd be like, oh yeah, 1-0 is good because it's like, George Graham days, 1-0 to the Arsenal. And to beat Man City at their ground, yeah, cool. We haven't done that in many years. But we're beating a shit Man City, which is supposedly the best defense in the league, the best goal scoring in the league, and we just about beat them 1-0. When people say to me, this is a professional performance, I'm like, what the fuck have you been smoking? Yeah? No, thanks. Like, do you know what it is? If Saliba was injured or Saliba was out of the game, we would have lost that match. Simple as. If Garnacho could actually shoot, yeah, you could have been 3-1 up, 4-1 up, and that's with a piss poor Man United team. So what am I going to be happy about? What am I going to be happy that? Remember I said to you the other day, yeah, that when Saka plays bad, he always limps off.
Yeah.
So don't fucking play.
That. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I seen him. I seen the limp live in person. To see the expected limps.
It was disgusting. From after the first 5 minutes where we was peppering you and we got nothing out of it. Yeah, just remember the goal that we scored. Yeah, was from your goal kick. It was an error in it. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, let's just say that it was an error. Your defender was high up. Yeah, I don't know how high. It's like his defender was so high. Yeah, it made me look like I had hair. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what was going on. Yeah, I have no idea what was happening because I just presumed Havertz was offside, and it wasn't until afterwards someone showed me the picture afterwards, and I was like, Casemiro playing him onside. Bet. I was like, it's crazy.
He's not a defender, but he should have known better than that. So look,
yeah.
A 1-0 win, cool, innit? I'll take that all day long. But I'll take a 1-0 win if we were playing. Let's say the XP was 2 points or something like that. If it was missing chances left, right, and center. If we was doing what you lot was doing, is what I'm saying. Because the difference between yesterday, a win and a loss, was the fact that your forward plays are shit. Your first shot came from Casemiro. Yeah,
and it was like a 25-yard shot as well. Yeah, it was a long shot.
The second shot came from Anthony. Yeah, which was which he looked like he was tired and he just came on. That's what I'm saying. It's like a lazy shot. You know what I'm saying? Apart from that, Garnacho friggin' had Ben White on toast. He was running ragged, but the only reason why he could do that was because Saka wasn't tracking back, because Saka was limping. You know what I'm saying? We're going to call him now, Limp Biscuit. And the thing is, I want Saka to do so well. Yeah. But then again, he's not performing up to the standards that he should be. If you're injured, you know what? Yeah, just take some time off. I don't like Jesus, but cool. For a few matches, I can stomach him. You know what I'm saying? As long as that number 14 piece of shit doesn't touch field till now until he fucking leaves, yeah, I'm good. Do you know what, rude boy? You can keep him in Ramsgate. Is what I'm saying. Send him to AC Strip Club. You know what I'm saying? He could become a bouncer because he might be able to score then.
Mazza.
Yeah. I've got no love for yesterday's game. The only reason why I'm even half happy was because we won. And it's been hard because remember I said to you last week that when people were gassing about 3-0, 4-0, 5-0, let's pipe all these goals against them. I'm like, do you not understand? This is still OT. This is still the place where we actually struggle. This is the place when we had one of the best teams in what was it? I think it was 2012. We still lost against an average Man United side. Yeah. Well, at the time you lot wasn't in good form. We still lost.
Yeah. I hear you. I get exactly what you're saying.
Don, do you think Arteta needs to work on counterattacking with Arsenal? Because you guys you're similar to Villa, similar to Man City in a way, where you're designed to control games. That's what Spanish managers usually like to do. They like to control games, and they struggle when you chase them. It's the opposite of Klopp. Klopp loves the chaos, ain't great at controlling. It's kind of the opposite for Arteta and what's it called? And Emery. You think you need to work on the counter-attacking part of your game?
I think we need to counter-attack a lot faster. Because there was times when I saw Declan Rice, I think it was on the left side of midfield, just in our half, and it looked like he was walking with the ball, figuring out who I'm going to pass to next, figuring out the transitions. Do you know how slow it was? It was next to boring. And then we was inviting, Man United to come and attack us. And that's the thing. The difference between, like I said, us winning and us losing was Man United's poor scoring. They can't shoot for shit.
Yeah, well, our attack is we still be playing now and we wouldn't have scored. We were never scoring in that game. We were never scoring in that.
And that's what pissed me off. It's like Partey was slipping all over the field. You get what I'm saying? Like I said to you, remember I said to you last week, yeah? Them mans, they're going to go to Ramsgate before they come and play the game, and that's what's going to fuck us up. We made the game harder than what it was. I knew that we weren't going to win a friggin' 3-4-5-0 because this is OT and Arsenal like to. It's not even bottle it. We just have this. It's like, okay, Kendrick Lamar and Drake, yeah? At that point, you was the boogeyman, yeah? You was the boogeyman. You know what I'm saying? You were scary, man. Every time you come forward, I was like, oh shit, are they gonna score? Are they gonna score? Are they gonna score?
Yeah, because nobody didn't mention that like Arsenal fans in the stadium are like worrying and concerned. And I suppose you are because it's your team and you don't want to concede a goal. But I'm watching it, I'm like, it's so I didn't believe I had no belief we was gonna score. There was no belief.
And that's the thing about the game when we play you guys flawless. I'm sorry, Don, to cut you off. I'll just say this real quick. The thing is, the difference between like us and Arsenal, you guys are obviously way better. But what I am encouraged about going into the game from Newcastle side of things, we do break with pace and speed. And so we should be able to hurt Man United in that way. My concern is that Eddie Howe likes to be more on the front foot. It's similar to what's it called, the Arsenal. Sometimes the better way in certain games to play is on the counter, but if you're designed to control and to be more on the front foot, you struggle when it's a counterattack because your players just aren't used to it. Like this isn't the first time for me that I've seen you guys struggle away from home at a big intimidating ground. Porto, Newcastle, Villa. I think you all lost 1-0 in those games. You did get a draw at Anfield, to be fair, and at the Etihad, but like I think that is something Arteta got to work on for me. Yeah, big away games, how you set up, kind of thing.
Like I said, I totally agree with the counter-attacking football. It's just way too slow, and that's the only thing that pisses me off with the whole Arsenal thing and the fact that he won't fucking drop Saka. Like I said, he's such a talented person. But sometimes, you know what, you drop a player, you give them that thought that their place is not sorted. Like me personally, if I could buy a player in summer for Arsenal, first and foremost, I'll go for Sancho, because it shows Saka you really ain't safe. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that's the kind of player that we need. Because like yesterday, I was barling for Martinelli to come on the field just to give some injection down the wing. And when he came on, what happened? We got that injection. You know what I'm saying? And it took him to take off Trossard, which I was thinking, what the fuck are you doing? You leave on Mr. Limp a lot on the right hand side, and then you take off Trossard, the person who scored a fucking goal, as always, and then you might as well just bought who was it? You might as well just bought a fucking Saliba and put on Nketiah. That's the mentality. You know what I'm saying?
Don, would you take Federico Chiesa for the right wing? Have him rotate with Saka? I think it benefits both players' careers. Because Chiesa struggled with injuries at Juve, but if you bought him, he wouldn't play every single game. What do you think about that?
He's young, and I'll take him just to give Saka a rest because I have no faith in Jesus. Yeah, Jesus came on. Yeah, he done his little cameo. He helped defend for a little bit, but then, like I said, I'm not into these feel good players. I rather young players that actually are hungry than Man City's reject. Because Man City bought him as a striker, he played on the fucking left wing. Right?
Yeah, he played wing. He played right wing, left wing. Yeah, he played wing.
Right wing, And we bought him as a striker, Yeah, cool. Last season, he done well, but then guess what? He got injured. And then after January, he scored 2 goals? Yeah? This season, he's got like 4 goals, 4 assists. in 27 matches. Are you taking a fucking piss? This is supposed to be our number 9. Are you pissing me off? So why the fuck are you there? You want Vibes? Fuck off. Vibes is in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. It's massive.
No,
I hear you.
I'm not here trying to disrespect Arsenal, because you know what? Yeah, we did something that we ain't done in many years. We beat you like at Old Trafford. So I respect them for that, but that doesn't take away the style of play. It doesn't take away nothing, none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I just want Arteta to do better. I want him to make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't always have our defense helping us out. We can't always have our defense helping us score the goals, because every major threat that we had was from corners, and it was Gabriel or Saliba getting to them. Yeah, and that's been like that for the last, let's say, 8 matches. You know what I'm saying? We've been blitzing teams, but then there's a lot of cracks that I've seen over those times. But you see, the difference is that because we've been scoring early, or we score like 2 goals in a space of 5 minutes, we demoralize teams.
Yeah. I get exactly what you're saying.
Actually go to the wire, or it's like a 0-0. Okay, perfect example. Look at the Villa game. Perfect example.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When it actually really mattered, or when they actually turned up the heat, we folded like little girl coming out of Drake's yard.
Yeah, they did fold. You lot did fold in that game. The pressure got to you lot, especially because it was in between the Bayern Munich game as well. I get what you're saying.
How long do you give Arteta? Do you think, from your perspective, is next year his last year?
No. Okay. This season's not finished yet, but it seems like Man City is going to win the league unless Flawless's side do us a favor. This is what I'm saying. So Flawless, tell your coleslaw, to keep coleslaw. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
put a little bit
bad boy side
sauce on it. Tell Van der Ven to have the game of his life. Lock out everyone that comes for the threat. Yeah, tell Son to do his thing. Get that Saka sauce. Yeah, and then sprinkle it on Alisson or whatever.
I'll tell you this now. Yeah, the Spurs are done out. There's no chance that West Ham probably got more faith. You got as much faith in West. You might as well put faith in West Ham, because Spurs are done out. Trust me, it's a much champ. It's the same thing, but yeah, it's slim to none with both of them teams.
I have a better chance than Spurs do. You telling me I am taking West Ham's attackers over fucking Spurs every single day of.
Nah, I hear you, but then you got West Ham who've conceded like 71 goals, but I hear you.
No, but they can score.
Yeah, they also concede a lot.
They do.
Let me quickly go back to Pram's question, and then I'll address the Tottenham one. Okay, say we're not going to win nothing this season, right? If December, we're not in a position that we're supposed to be in. Okay, so forget December. If next season, at this point in the season, we're out of every competition and we're nowhere near the top, he needs to fuck off.
That's fair. I think that's very fair.
Time, and it's like he can't get us over the hurdle. That's what I'm saying. Because as the seasons go on, Chelsea will get better. Yeah, Man United. This is probably the lowest they would ever go. Right? Because you lot are gonna do your thing. Yeah, Newcastle has got that money, so obviously that there will attract players, because players don't give a fuck about leagues anymore, titles. They care about money. It's the reality of it. Right? Emery doesn't look like he's going anywhere. So Aston Villa is on an upwards trajectory. Right? That's 4 teams already. Yes. So what about Arsenal? You know what I'm saying? Tottenham are Tottenham. They're just fucking shit, innit? They get battered wherever they go. Like, that's what I'm saying. They might as well just move into Diddy's. Half of them go to Diddy's. Half of them go to Drake's yard. And then Richarlison can be the bouncer with his fucking chicken nose self.
Carry on.
So you're saying like you have to at least be back, like challenging. Do you not think? Because I would be thinking that minimum he needs to win something.
No. Okay, what I said was if we're challenging for the league, we're in a good position to challenge for the league at this point in the season, and we're still in a competition. When I say a competition, we've won the FA Cup so many times. I'm good with that. I want to go for Champions League, because we're one of the top clubs in England that's never won it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's something that we should be going for. I prefer to win that than the league. Like, I'd rather us give up the league. Let's say Arsenal finishes 7th place here, but we won the Champions League. Fuck the league.
All day, every day.
We're the kings of Europe now. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
You know what I'm surprised people aren't talking. Sorry, Prime, to cut you off. Let's just say this real quick. You know what I'm surprised people aren't talking about? I'm surprised people aren't talking about the fact that Borussia Dortmund were not supposed to be a UCL contender this year. So why aren't we criticizing someone like Arsenal, who people would say Borussia Dortmund, Arsenal combined 11? Well, there's 9 Arsenal players in that. Manager. It's Arteta over Terzic thing. But who's in the final and who isn't? I'm surprised that conversation hasn't really happened like that. Inter Milan and AC Milan last year as well. Like, people would consensus, you could say, maybe is Arsenal supposedly better teams than AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Borussia Dortmund. But why has Arsenal not gotten?
Because Dortmund, AC, and Inter have pedigree in Europe
and experience. That whole squad, managers as well. But still, what's the? What I'm saying?
But still, it's true because like, let's say Arsenal do have previous experience. Okay, we haven't been there for quite a while, yeah. But the feel-good players that came in, they're supposed to have European experience. They're supposed to be talking and helping the young ones. This is why whenever you got a younger player coming through, they're always paired up with an older player just so that they can talk to them through things, just so that they can be like, okay, look, right, tonight's going to be kind of messy. It's going to be tough, or you have to be physically and mentally up to the battle. This is why we've got these fucking players in there. So either one person's not doing their job or another. It's like when I saw Jorginho on another year contract, I'm like, what's the point? What the fuck is the point? Because that's one down the day. You might as well just sign someone else. Yeah. If Partey wants to leave, then he can fuck off in it. He's a brilliant player when he's fit. But guess what? He's not going to be fit for probably he's going to be fit for the first 3 games. Then he's going to get injured. Yeah, for the next 10. Then he's going to go AFCON, then come back here limping, and then play the last 8. So what the fuck are you there for?
Yeah, if you're available enough, the quality is there, but you're not available. I actually thought he was good yesterday. I thought he played well yesterday.
Thing is, he was decent, but I'll still give him a 6 out of 10. Not 16, but 6.
Yeah, not 16. Yeah, I agree with that. I would have said a 7. So we're saying literally a number apart. But go on.
He was decent. Like, Saliba was our best player, and then second to that, when Martinelli came on, I'll put him as our second best player, and he came on what 15 minutes ago.
It was late when Martinelli.
Also, Onana did a pretty good save.
Yeah. All the saves I kind of expected Onana to save them because there was nothing like, oh shit, top bins or from close range double save, like that feistiness. I was expecting him to save these, right? We didn't actually put pressure.
Yeah. I think that what made the Onana save good for me was because it was in a crowded area and he slapped it away. When some goalkeepers in the moment, they'll just slap it anywhere.
That's true.
And that would have been an easy tap in, but
I fully hear what you're saying with that. So what are you saying, Don? Obviously, you'll have Arsenal beating Everton, but you think City win both their games.
I'm just hoping that Liverpool beat Villa tonight. Liverpool, see, this is the way my mind works. Liverpool beat Villa, so it gives Spurs false hope. You know what I'm saying? Because Spurs, they just love to have hope because hope is their trophy. Is what I'm saying. Because it's not like they're going to win anything. You know what I'm saying? Apart from not even a golden boot because Kane's gone.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
manager of the month.
Manager of the month. Oh yeah. No. That was a sympathy vote. You know what I'm saying? They have to give them something this year. You know what I'm saying? All right then. Tottenham City. I'm going for. Okay, realistically, I'm going for a City 3-1.
City 3-1. Okay.
3-1. And the end of the season, I'm gonna have to come back and buy more t-shirts off you because the promises are promising it.
Just buy one line, it's cool. I won't hold you to it, man. You know what I'm saying?
No. I'm a man of my word, brother. I'm a man of my word.
I know you are. I'm a man of my word,
against
you because you support heavily regardless. So I would not do that. I would not hold that against you. I wouldn't.
Do you know what it is? I don't think we're gonna win the league. Thank you, Zinchenko. That he's a cunt. He needs to fuck off.
Zinchenko.
That's what I can say today, bro. Do you know what it is? I'm happy, but I'm kind of disheartened as well because I expected more.
No, I get that. That's fair because you've ran them close and you go to the last day and it's like, all right, we're probably going to lose it. So there's still positives to take from that. But then overall, it's like we finished second and didn't win the league. And then you have to, that's when you start nitpicking and looking at games that you drop points and go, all right, if we would have just won this game or we just draw this game, we'd be in such a much better situation. I hate you.
Ironically, we were talking about Borussia Dortmund earlier. That's been their shtick for the past decade, finishing second to Bayern München. Not all those Bayern München teams were brilliant. Especially last year, we were fucking terrible. But Musiala just decided to go crazy that last 6 months and carried it. And they had a lead and everything. So, but hey, they made a final.
Yeah, so there's always positive, like, and the only positive I can hope for is like a Ray thing. 16 out of 10.
Hope
Spurs do their thing.
Yeah.
Or West Ham try and help out a London brother out. You know what I'm saying? But
that's it.
We all know that line doesn't ever work, so you know it is what it is.
I hear that, Don. Hey, but big up, man, Don, every single time, yeah, man. I'll catch up with you soon, man. Make sure you continue. I know you'll keep calling him, man. Man, I'll see you in the chat all the time as well. Big up, yeah. Bless up, man, and big up again buying the shirt, man. I fucks with that, man. Big up to you every single time, man. Shout out.
One more thing, hey, people, buy the t-shirt, yeah. Yes. Help support the brother. Buy your t-shirt. You hear what I'm saying? It's comfortable and you can wear it in any, most weathers, yeah.
Yeah,
okay. Have a good day.
Hey, bless up, Don, man. Bless to you, man. Shout out to Don C every single time. We gotta keep the calls rolling. So we, I'm saying, we've been we was in London, then we went South America to Colombia, then we went back to London. Now we heading to King of Yorkshire. You know what I'm saying? Man, like King is in the building. My guy, what you saying, man? What you saying?
What are you saying, man? We all got to shout out Saeed and Northside for having me on the channel.
Did they have you on? Did they do a fan calling?
Yeah. Saeed did a fan calling on, I think it was Wednesday, so I just hopped on. Hopped on, had my say, and Northside did a reaction after the game, so I just hopped on with Northside and that. But yeah, everything all good. Yeah, I was not happy yesterday. My head was slightly gone yesterday. Like I was not like I know how bad my team is. Yeah, but the way that the game planned out, the way that we just lost 1-0. Like if we would have lost 5 or 6-0, I would be not angry. But the fact is, we only lost the game 1-0, and also didn't do that much. Arsenal didn't have to do that much. Arsenal didn't do much, and somehow we only conceded 1 goal. And this is the thing. And 4 people lost us that game, and that was Scott McTominay, Garnacho, Højlund, and Eric Ten Hag, Humpty Dumpty. You know, like that. That's what I call Eric Ten Hag, in it. So. Yeah, that's what I call him, in it. But yeah, like Garnacho and Højlund, they can get out of my club. Like I've had enough, bro. Like Garnacho and Højlund can get out of my club, bro. Because the fact is, yeah, I've always spoke about this, and I spoke about this with Saeed and with Northside. Like these men don't have the basic fundamentals. These men are technically they are average. They are so bad technically. Like Rasmus Højlund, his body shape, like his body shape when he's about to receive the ball, horrific. He runs. He doesn't know when to run in behind. He doesn't know when to drop deep. He never drops deep, bro. He never does Ivan Toney and drops deep on the halfway line and spray 40, 50 yard balls over to the attackers. And that's why I'm sick of Rasmus Højlund, because this man does not have the basic fundamentals, and this guy is not trying to get involved with the game. All the guy's doing is just standing there and waiting to get service. If you're not getting service, do something about it. Get involved in the game. Drop deep. Drop on the halfway line. Be an outlet for your team. This is what people don't understand, and this is why I highlight G and A, all these stats here, because they don't mean anything. Rasmus Højlund job. Whether we think Rasmus Højlund is a striker or not, that's a different question. But Rasmus Højlund's job is to win Manchester United games and to contribute for 90 minutes. That's his job. That's what he's on the pitch to do. And clearly, he doesn't contribute games. He doesn't contribute anything to the game. And I've been saying this, for the longest. We need to get players flawless. We need to get players at any age what are ready to come in the first team and play straight away at any age.
Yeah.
How come nobody speaks about Phil Foden's age? No one speaks about Cole Palmer's age. No one speaks about Eze's age, Eze, Olise. All of these players, Eze, Olise, no one speaks about them age. You know why? Because they perform week in and week out. And this is the thing. And Garnacho, I was getting so mad at Garnacho. I was like, bro, why are you just flashing it? The amount of times that he was flashing it across goal. Every time when he got 1v1 with Ben White, he was just flashing it across the goal. Like, and if he weren't flashing it across the goal, he was crossing it straight to the goalkeeper, or he was crossing it straight to Ben White. Literally, Garnacho is the same. He will not drop deep. He will not help the team. All he does is just wait to receive the ball and try and take on his man. Like, this is the thing what people don't understand. When you're playing winger, striker, midfield, whatever, you need to have fundamentals in your game. You can't just have one thing that you are good at. You need to have multiple things what you are good at.
Agreed.
That's what it is. And for Scott McTominay as a number 2, I've been saying about this guy, bro. I've been saying about this guy.
King, I was there like in the second half. I forgot he was playing. He like
Bro,
touched the ball.
I said on Northside Channel, he did a Goku. He did an instant transmission. He did a Goku from Dragon Ball Z, instant transmission, teleport. I didn't see this guy. I didn't.
Man took it back, man said instant transmission. Man's taking it back.
Like I did not see this guy at all, bro. Like, I did not even see this guy at all, bro. That's every week, bro. That's every single week. And this manager, Eric Ten Hag, this Humpty Dumpty of a manager. Let me tell you something. You play Casemiro and Johnny Evans at centre back against Crystal Palace, and you know that both of these are not mobile. You know Casemiro is not a centre back, and he's not mobile. Same with Johnny Evans, and we had Kamawala on the bench. We had Kamawala on the bench. We should have started Kamawala with Johnny Evans, and we should have had Casemiro in the midfield with Amrabat.
I hear that. You could have fallen with Mano. There could have been those three in the midfield.
We could have had Manu in the 10. We could have Manu in the 10, have Casemiro and Amrabat in midfield, and had Kamawala and Johnny Evans at centre back. But he decides to do something else. And this is the thing about the Newcastle game. The man won't play Amrabat. The man going to play Casemiro isolated again against Newcastle, and I got a feeling that we're not going to win that game because Isak is gonna have a field day when he runs into space, bro. Like Isak is gonna have fun, like, and Bruno Guimaraes and Anthony Gordon,
better, bro.
It's absolutely absurd. Like I just don't get this guy decision making. I do not get this guy. And Amad Diallo, who was our best player on the pitch yesterday, and you rely on him to save your job. Amad Diallo,
he played well. He was bright. He was bright.
And yet again, he only made two. He only made two. He brought on 3 players in the 87th minute. In the 87th minute, you choose to bring on Ericsson in the 87th minute, and you keep Scott McTominay on. You could. There's so many things that this guy could have done. This guy could have put Ahmad in the 10. This guy could have put Ericsson in the 10.
Yeah, you could
Like,
if you wanted to.
like he could have done so many things, but no. Arsenal just said. Arsenal, after when they got that goal, they just said, "We're just going to sit back because we know that these men can't break us down."
Facts.
And that's what happened. And I can't really hate Arsenal for that, even though their fans are too much, and even though I hate Arsenal, I told Northsiders I respect Northside and League on, but I hate their club. I hate their club with a passion.
Next time you go on the fan call, hey, and King, make sure you do something for me because they're gonna run more fan calling shows. This is very, very important. You'll probably know this already. We're about to say.
Yeah.
Next time you go on the fan calling show, Northside's on there. Ask him about Jorginho's contract extension. Don't forget. Don't forget. Make sure you ask him about Jorginho's contract extension.
Oh my God!
Make sure you tell him specifically about it.
Yeah.
I think you need another midfielder in that area, but you think Jorginho is a backup and a good squad player. Ask him. That video was jokes, by the way. I watched that video. That video was jokes, by the way. About North Side's like Project Ignos, and all of that. Yeah, and then he has a go at Flawless for propping up Jorginho when he signed. I haven't been propping up Jorginho. Like I've been. Prime was like, "Oh, Flawless is a crook," but he actually rates Jorginho. Yeah, I think Jorginho is a good squad player. Like, I don't think it's that bad of an extension.
No,
I don't think.
You know what it is with the Jorginho thing? It's the easy way out. It's an easy thing to do. Like they should be creative, Arsenal, with their transfers. Bring in big hitters.
I think they still need an improvement in that area anyway. So it's like still bringing a central midfielder. But I think Jorginho as a squad player is not a bad idea.
I think he's a good player.
Yeah, I actually genuinely rate him. I think he's a good player.
No,
I think he's a good player.
He's a great squad player to have. The problem why Northside doesn't like it is because Arsenal more than likely are going to get rid of Partey in the summer.
Right.
They're not going to get an adequate replacement for Partey. But Jorginho will end up starting game next season.
Right. That I get. But that I did add that when I was talking to him. I was like, you still need to go out and improve in that area anyway and get someone. Let's say you go get a Paulino, for example. Oh yeah. It's highly unlikely. Actually, I think they will. I just think it'll be a poor appointment.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
You said Paulinho. They won't get a Paulinho. They'll get a poor appointment. That's why
they'll get a poor appointment. Yeah.
Oh, I think if they get the midfield right, they'll get the striker one wrong. I think they'll get one of those. I think they'll attempt to buy those two positions get wrong.
I don't think they buy a striker. I think no. I think they purchase Havertz as their striker.
Yeah. You reckon they just leave it? They stay with Havertz and Ketia.
You remember? Havertz was supposed to be their left-sided midfielder.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
The talk, not from Arsenal fans. The talk from Arteta and inside the Arsenal camp was he was supposed to play left-sided 8. Now apparently he's their striker. Arteta's not gonna people. Arsenal fans keep. I was watching back again, and Troops talking about get Isaac to play as a 9. Arsenal fans they don't understand what Arteta is trying to do. He doesn't want a focal point, or he doesn't want a goal.
I don't think he suits Arsenal.
He wants someone who can be a link-up guy.
Yes.
That's why he got Jesus. That's why Lacazette worked over Aubameyang.
They need Ivan Toney.
Maybe Tony would actually work, to be fair, as a link-up guy. But I think the upgrade Arsenal need is on the wings. You want more goals? Get inside forward to actually score.
Because Martinelli's trash. Martinelli's trash. He's a kick and run merchant, you know what I mean?
King, let me ask you, King. Obviously, last game of the season. Actually, you got City winning the league. I'm still guessing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Still got City winning the league.
I gotta ask you this. Obviously, last game of the season. Actually, we got 2 games. Fuck, man, end the season, Dave. All right, United Newcastle scoreline prediction.
United and Newcastle. We are at home, right? Old Trafford, right?
Yeah, it's OT. Yeah.
Our record,
You know,
sucks.
We've lost 14 games this season, 10 breaking record after record, conceding 82 goals in a season. Yes, I think you said it there, Flora. I think it depends what lineup he puts. I think if he puts like Casemiro like as an isolated six, and you know, and he plays McTominay again, and then we're going to get smoked if that's the case. But if he plays like 2 8s with like Amrabat and Mainu, or if it's Amrabat and Casemiro, then I think we might get something. But I think if I had to put a prediction, if I honestly had to put a prediction on it, I would say 2-2 for that game.
Cool. And Brighton, Manchester United, because the season is almost coming to a close, thankfully.
Brighton, Man United, we're playing Brighton away. Yeah, away. So I think I don't know, man. Like
I hear you. Man said away, like, so I get it, man. Hey, King, don't answer it. Don't worry about it. I get it, man. Like the season's coming to a close.
1-1. I'm going. I just got a feeling we're going to have a worse season than we did with Ralph, and it's not Ralph's fault, by the way. I'm not blaming Ralph Reddick, but I think we got like 58 points, and now and we're only on like 54 now. We could generally lose against Brighton and Newcastle. We could generally lose again against Brighton and Newcastle, and this could be our worst ever points tally at this football club, and that just sums it up. And I'm gonna say one more thing, right? With if fans keep on saying, "Oh, let's give Højlund and Garnacho time," what's going to happen is they're going to be in the same situation as Scott McTominay and Marcus Rashford, where we can't get rid of them because if we keep on hyping these players up like Garnacho and Højlund, the owners, I'm not saying Ineos would, but I'm not saying Ineos would, but they might give Højlund and Garnacho a new contract if we keep on hyping those players up, and then if that's the case, we won't be able to get rid of those players. That's why I'm saying get rid of Højlund and Garnacho and bring me Olise and Ivan Toney. Bring me those players, bro, and bring me Jadon Sancho back, and we can play Jadon Sancho as a false 9. Right. Or on the wing. So
interested to see how it goes.
It would depend what manager you guys bring in.
That's the big key thing.
Because certain managers, sometimes certain. Oh, sorry. Go on. No, go on.
I want De Zerbi. I'm saying with Rance. I want De Zerbi. That's my number one. And people will criticize De Zerbi, but De Zerbi sticks on his principles. He sticks on his principles no matter how many players or how much quality that they have in the squad. He sticks with the same football, and people have to factor this in. Brighton individually, if you look at their players are not that great, but De Zerbi has built a system to make all the Brighton players look good, and that's why Brighton are like in the top half of the table, because De Zerbi's done a remarkable job there, and De Zerbi's that type of person as well, what will take no nonsense at times as well, and I think he will actually get some of the players. I'm not saying all of them, but some of the players like getting the best out of him. That's why I want De Zerbi at my football club.
Yeah, so. I'm gonna let you go. Steve will have to let him go. Big up though, King, every single time.
Big up. Subscribe to this channel, bro. Get the likes up on this channel, bro. Let's go 12K on the run. And Arsenal's title race. I hope Arsenal don't win the league. That's for me, bro. So.
Winning the league. Hey, King, always great chopping up with you. Make sure you continue to support. I always see you in the chat. And thankfully for us, the season's almost over. We only got 2 more games of this crap. You know what I'm saying?
2 games over.
Yeah,
No.
there we go. All right, bless up, King, every single time.
Bless
Big
up.
up. Well done.
King, man. Good
Shout out to
speaking
King.
you, bro.
Go and get through the rest of these callers as well. You lot continue to call in. Got my like Taz in the building who made his debut last
sick.
week. Yes, Taz. What are you telling me?
Yes,
What's up,
nothing
Taz?
much. So you guys all right? Literally, my
bless
Wi-Fi is bugging. So
It's
my
cool.
Wi-Fi is bugging. So I'm just gonna say as much as stuff I can say as possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, basically want to talk about United. Really, I mean that game against Arsenal was more like a chore to watch. I mean Arsenal weren't even that great whatsoever. But the maddest thing is that was our 14th loss of the league this season. 14 losses. But there was a positive, man. I got to watch United win the FA Cup on the game before the Arsenal game happened.
Fuck. I forgot about that. Jesus Christ.
The women's team won something before the men's. Like, you can't make it up.
Oh, yeah, shout out to women doing the business, though.
At least they know how to score 4 goals.
The reason why I said that is because you mentioned the FA Cup, and it's like I'm just I've never been so disinterested in a cup final ever before as a United fan. I'm so just disillusioned with it, and it's literally it's not too far away, and I'm just like I keep forgetting. Yeah, I legit keep forgetting that there's one. It's like when people remind me, it's like, oh yeah, we have an FA Cup final around the corner. Like I've never been more disinterested in a final ever, which is crazy to say. But yeah, go on, carry on. Taz.
I'm not looking forward to it. I'm counting down the games go by. 2 more Premier League games, then I can live life. That's like 180 more minutes of complete freedom in the summer. I'm not looking forward to Newcastle on Wednesday. That game is going to be it's going to be such a mid show. Brighton, I don't think I'll care as much. I mean, last game of the season, I doubt we'll even get 7th anyway, so it won't be even no Europe next year. And then it's the FA Cup final, and that's just the only game where I'm like, that it's going to end in 2 ways. We'll somehow lose by 1 goal or 2 goals, and it will look like the Arsenal game like yesterday, innit? Where it's like not like the Palace one, but I can't explain it. Where it's like we didn't concede as many shots as yesterday compared to like the Palace game and all that, but we'll play like park the bus football completely and just either scrap a 1-0 win or just somehow lose 2-0, not a 6-0 win in the final, whatever. But it's just, I don't know. The more I think about this season, the more frustrating it is. I mean, we've been scammed at least like twice in that transfer window we had. Mason Mount for 55 million has to be one of the biggest criminal transactions I've ever heard of in my life. Like, if there's any team that needs to get charged, Chelsea have to somehow get charged for that nonsense. We could have got this guy in a free. We really could have got this guy in a free by now, and we could have invested it on some other player. We could have invested that into a centre-back, but now we invested it on MM7.
Right back. You could have invested it in a striker.
Could have invested it into the fucking
manager,
roof.
for
You know what I'm saying?
example.
Into the roof. Hey, Flawless, I sent you the thing, Flawless.
Yeah. Invest it into the roof. How about that? You could have took 5 million from that, and fixed the roof and the toilet.
I mean, forget about Niagara Falls. We've got OT Falls down the road in Manchester. So, like, I don't know, but honestly, what was I going to...
You invested the money into Cole Palmer for Chelsea, so thank you.
Yeah, it's just it's complete criminal. It is complete criminal. But honestly, I think the Garnacho yesterday was just frustrating the life out of me. But I'm not gonna. Thing is, I don't know. Garnacho. I wouldn't say Would you not say Garnacho is overrated in a sense where do you think fans overhype him too much?
Certain fans do.
That is the general consensus, my good sir.
I think general consensus is, and that's where the criticism lies. If he was just rated fairly, then I'd hear it. But you get people talking about, oh, he's Manchester United's best attacker, lay off his back, That's why we're
generational talent.
Yeah, stuff like
I don't rate him highly,
shit like that. Like he's a squad player.
Like I remember watching Garnacho on his debut, and he looked good. I was like, that
he should be.
He looks high. He's regressed.
He should be number 5. There should be 4 wingers in front of him.
For me, Garnacho, if Garnacho wasn't starting, I think there'd be less heat. If he was coming off the bench being an impact player, he'd be good. And it's not even a disrespectful thing to say he's a bench player. I just don't get how a lot of fans will die on that Garnacho hill. It's really irritating. I mean, when you got
Taz, you know what that is? Because we've got nothing else. And fans, rather than just say everything's bad, fans are going to cling on to the best of a bad bunch. So because Rashford's been so bad and Anthony's been bad and Diallo don't get minutes, who else we got who plays out wide? It's just them, man. So it's like, all right, you're the best out of what we have because we don't see Diallo and you're better than Rashford and Anthony. So it's like, okay, let's just cling on to you because you'll score the occasional goal, you'll get the occasional assist, you'll apply yourself, you'll run at people.
Literally, I
Well,
find it funny is because
he's
when you
limited.
criticize,
Go on, Taz.
yeah, it's funny because you criticize Garnacho, you'll just get a lot of United fans saying, "You're not a United fan if you don't back your player, this and that." I'm like, bro, I'm not saying Garnacho is actually super shit. I'm just saying he's not a starting player. He's a bench player, an impact player, or super sub, if you want to call him that. That's all I'm saying. I even said with the Højlund deal, I said there was no point in signing Rasmus Højlund if there was no experienced striker. You know, Martial's injury prone. If you invested 72 million on an experienced striker, like if Ivan Toney wasn't banned, I would have used that money on Ivan Toney or something, or like that type of caliber of a striker, because you knew you were going to get goals. You don't need to use the excuse of this guy's raw, he's developing, and you would have been in a better position. But this notion of people buying younger players is it's so annoying.
No, I get you. Like I fully hear what you're saying, and that's where it is with Garnacho. Because Garnacho, I say this all the time. Should he be starting? I agree with you. Should he be starting week in, week out? No, he shouldn't be. And he's given a terrible platform. But because you are now a first team player at Manchester United, you're getting judged as such, and it's nothing to do with age. It's a skill thing. You do not have the skill. Never mind. It's not just you. I don't think Anthony has the skill. I also don't think Rashford has the skill. In regards to our attack, I don't think Højlund has the skill. I don't think the vast majority of our 99.9% of our team, to me, don't have the skill level to be first teamers for Manchester United. But because of him and because he came through the youth system, because he's an attacker, etc., he's going to get what you said. Any criticism is, oh, you're not United, so we can't criticize. If he plays poorly, we can't criticize.
And also with Ten Hag, no player has progressed.
Yeah, it's like we can't. This whole thing that you can't criticize is like what?
Literally, it's like you're not cussing the play out. You're literally just saying a certain flaw. That's my thing. It's like if I'll say that
they played good, they played bad.
Literally, but then people will take. It's like people take it personally. They're like as if they're cussing out their own brother or something. I'm like, bro, this is a player. He has no idea who you are, and you're backing him to the depths.
Yeah,
it just doesn't make sense.
And of course,
you know what that is.
When it comes to favorites or academy players for these top six sides, you get certain fans who take things like so personally. You get it in the Chelsea fan base. You get it with Arsenal fans with Saka as well and stuff. It's like you can whether a player's good or he's bad or whatever, you can be critical of them without it being abuse. Like it's okay to be critical of a player.
It's like I like Martinez, Ahmad, and stuff. But if they put a stinker, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, it's just not make excuses." and be like, "You had a stinker, you had a stinker."
Taz, that's because you're a logical fan of the actual club and you want what's best for Manchester United, not your favorite. So if Martinez has a bad game, you're going to say, hey, Martinez has a bad game. That doesn't mean you think Martinez is terrible. That doesn't mean you think Martinez needs to be sold. That doesn't mean you think Martinez is a League Two player. No, we just had a bad game at this point, and that's fine. I've criticized. I'm a fan of Casemiro. He's been woeful this season.
Oh my
I can
God,
say
that guy is slow.
He's been awful this season. That don't mean I think he's an absolute terrible player. But has he been bad? Yes. Is it solely on him? No, but I have to judge you at the standards I know you can play at, and you've been nowhere near that. Same way if Martinez, who I'm a fan of, has a bad game or his injury record, for example, there's very few. Like if Mano has a bad game, guess what? I was, hey, you know what? Mano played bad today. That doesn't mean I think Mano's terrible and should be sold. And why did we bring him through? You know what I'm saying? And he's not worth anything. And whereas like, again, people, it's too many extremes. That's what it is. It's either you're the greatest or you're the absolute worst of the worst. There's no middle ground whatsoever. Like good players can't have bad games and bad players can't have good games. Like these things.
Hypertribalism at its finest.
Yeah,
that's because that's what these fans do. So they assume you're doing it as well. They are so polarized with their opinions. So they assume you're going to be like that. They assume.
So if I criticize Garnacho, that means I think he's absolutely awful.
Yeah, because because they do it themselves to players they like or don't. I've realized that. I realized that a long time ago. Like Chelsea fans do it, where they will defend like they'll defend an academy player. For example, they'll defend a Mount, but players like they'll say
Jackson,
Pulisic or Lukaku are the worst players you've ever seen, and it's like, no, they're both bad. So why can't we
No,
get rid of
Pulisic
both?
is not. Whoa, whoa,
So
whoa,
either-
whoa, 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 whoa,
Got you,
whoa.
Eddie, man. I do
No,
lose that to
Lukaku
you,
and
Eddie. Shout out to Eddie.
Lukaku and Mount, I said. Yeah,
They said
it's like it's so weird. Like, why can't we just all be normal? Why
Bro,
can't
it's
we all
like the
just be
10
normal and just be critical?
That's
because
asking too much, Prime.
The player's
Yeah,
bad
that's
and
too
if
much.
he's bad, then he's bad.
That's too much.
If he has a
What
good
Lex said?
game,
Go on.
yeah.
Go on. Yeah, what Lex said on the Yardman show, like you was weeks ago, he was spitting when he said, "I wake up and nothing that makes sense." He was spitting. I realized how point he was on. I wake up and nothing that makes sense. He was like, "All right, go outside and nothing." Like he's right. Like you can't like what Taz is talking about. Or I'll criticize Garnacho and it's you're not a fan of the club. What?
Well, it's the same with the manager. It's the same with the manager as well. It's like if you criticize Ten Hag, it's like you're reactionary, this and that. He got us to 2 finals and stuff. It's like, what has the Ten Hag?
Oh, Lex was right, man.
Yeah,
no, that makes sense, man. Like that's what it is. It's terrible. Ten Hag. All the stats that back up what you're saying, Taz, or any criticism I have or anyone else. The eye test also does the same, and it's you're reactionary, or you're not a true fan, or back the gaffer, or we're not a sacking club. All right, okay. That's why I don't even have. That's why I don't even have the debate. I don't even have.
And you know what's funny? What you guys just said. If United had lost 6-0 to Arsenal, those same fans would have been reactionary and said, "Get Ten Hag out." You know why I know this? Because Chelsea fans did it when we lost 5-0 to Arsenal. The same fans who are backing Poch, we lost 5-0, and all of a sudden, Poch has to go. Why is 5-0 make a difference? Why does one result make a difference? Either you're backing him or you're not backing him. One result shouldn't change it. Same way, if we've beaten Arsenal 5-0, I'm not going to say keep Poch. Doesn't make any sense. But whatever. These guys are flip-flops. They don't really have opinions to stand.
I hear you, bro. You spitting, and it's crazy that, and I never realized it until you said it, because they have that opinion, that they think that you have that opinion. So if you're praising, it's all praise, and this person can do no wrong. Or if you're criticizing, it's all bad, and it's because I say if Garnacho plays well, guess what? I say Garnacho played well. Like I don't have no issue. I want him to play well. Let me just clarify that. I want all these players to be as good as some Manchester United fans make out. But guess what? They're not. When people say, "Oh, he's the best winger you have," why are you criticizing? That's why we're 8th. Because him and Bruno and Rashford are the best attackers we have. That's why. Because if our best attackers were better, guess what? We wouldn't be in 8th, people. Like, just to clarify, we wouldn't. Like, if we had a better manager, guess what? We would not be in 8th. Now, could the next manager potentially be worse than Ten Hag? Of course. But guess what you do? Trial and error. If the manager after Ten Hag don't work, you sack him. And then if the manager after that don't work, you sack him until you guess what? Until you find the correct manager. Because more managers are going to be unsuccessful at Manchester United than will be successful. In the past, we've all got Google, because we all on Wi-Fi right now. Just go Google Manchester United's list of managers and see the successes to the unsuccesses. There's been much more unsuccessful managers. From Matt Busby up till Sir Alex Ferguson, what did Manchester United do? Sack managers during that period. And now that's what we've done since Sir Alex is sack managers. And Ten Hag's not the guy, and Mourinho wasn't the guy, and Van Gaal wasn't the guy, and Moyes wasn't the guy. And guess what? Whether it's the Zerbi, whether it's a Flick, whether it's a Nagelsmann, they may not be the guy. But guess what? There'll be another manager, and so forth and so forth. What did Liverpool do before they got to Klopp? Sacked managers. They had Rafa Benitez, they had success, and then they sacked a whole heap of managers in between. Then they got to Klopp. What are we doing here? Like, it is foolish. But Taz, who do you think is going to win the league? You got Arsenal or you got City?
I've got City, but I can if City get a draw tomorrow, then it's Arsenal's league, literally. But I could just see Spurs doing like Spurs things and then getting that win against Man City. And if they somehow do that, then it's gonna be funny. I've literally seen hella Arsenal fans talking about these Spurs fans, and then Spurs fans wanting their team to lose. With Arsenal, it's like you lot did not have to be in that situation if you didn't drop points against Villa at your home ground. Like, you would have been comfortably on the top to the point where you don't have to turn into fans of your rival club or derby club or whatever you want to call it. So it's on them if they lose the league. It's not, oh, Man City were too good. You dropped points at some points where you should be winning some games. Like, that's just my opinion on Arsenal. It might be a bit unpopular, whatever, but I just think Arsenal kind of dropped it for themselves. It's more
No,
I wouldn't say
Villa
it's
game
Speaking
they screwed
facts.
up.
Speaking facts, man.
It's,
That's what you're doing.
I
You're
don't know.
spitting.
But that's just my opinion on Arsenal. But I still think City will win the league. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want it, but it's just something that's just gonna realistically happen.
Let the dogs out the cage.
Big up,
the
Taz, yeah?
Arsenal
Every
fans.
single,
big up
hey,
everyone.
Taz, big up every time. Hey, great call, man. You know what I'm saying? And the debut was calm as well. I seen the tweet. Don't worry about it, man.
Trust me.
Trust me, man. You did well. You know what I'm saying? Hey, plenty worse has been said on this channel. That's what I will say. As bad as you think it is, hey, you are not bottom of the barrel. Trust me, man. And things you could say for real. But big up, Taz, yeah, every single time.
Hey, I'm not letting you get away with that, Steve. I heard what you said.
I say a lot. I say a lot of things. What's good?
Nah, you said let the Arsenal moms out. Nah, I heard you.
Yeah,
I
let
heard
the
you. Don't
Arsenal
think I didn't
dogs
hear
out the cage. Online, if they win that title, let the dogs out the cage.
All right, cool. Anyway, let me get to
unleash.
Let me get to it. The member of the channel calls in on a regular. Man, like Malcolm's in the building. Yes, Malcolm, what are you saying?
I'm good, bro. What are you saying?
Yeah, man. All blessed, man. Who you got winning this league, man? What are you telling me? Arsenal or City?
Bario, I think Arsenal do have a better chance than they did last season. You know, the fact because so we have 2 games left of the season, right? They're being the one's been they've been almost like every big 6 club in the league. So to me, this is their struggles. City aren't even that great. I've watched City.
So let me ask you then. You think Spurs take points off City?
I think it's possible. I think it's very possible. Like because I watched. I think that I watched because I think that Spurs it's only. I feel like it's only this and it's only this time in the season where Spurs are actually starting to become poor. But against a team like City, I think to me it's inevitable. Like if you're if you're playing against the big 6, I feel like against the big 6 teams, Arsenal are. I mean, I think Tottenham, I'd say, are play good. Like, oh well, obviously, like they lost to Arsenal, um, at home, but I feel like it's just the most Spursy thing to do, just to take points off City. Not to say City are capable of taking points off Tottenham, but I definitely do see it happening. I think the pressure that Arsenal are putting on, I say, is more and more and more stronger than it was last season. But we have to see. But obviously, listen, as a United fan, right? I don't want both teams to win. Like the fact that we're just here sitting, asking ourselves whether we want City or Arsenal to win the league. Like it kind of just shows you where we are right now. Like but I mean, obviously,
one sec. Carry on. One
yeah,
sec.
I mean, we have to accept it. Like they're just better than us. They have better coaching staff. They have a better squad. They have they just have better everything than us. I think for us really we just have to focus on just kind of just building a structure and implementing
You have
a
an
style of
FA Cup
play.
final to focus on, bro.
I was about to get to that, but see the thing about the FA Cup is that like I just it papers over the cracks with the season that we've had. Like yes, we're in the FA Cup final. Yes, it's a chance to win a trophy, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop looking at the season that we've had. Like the season that we've had, right? Just does not prove to me that we're capable of winning this cup. I mean, yes, it's a one-off game, but like we have to look at the bigger picture. Like this whole entire season has drastically dropped. Like the expectations have dropped. Everything that you look at last season, right? You look at last season, like I would say that we didn't, we weren't as bad as people say, right? Like we finished third, won a Carabao Cup, and the football we played was quite decent. But I look at this season and everything has just dropped drastically. We didn't buy any players in the summer, that were of beneficial to our squad. No, but the fact that the style of play, everything that we did last season has gone to waste. And I don't know if the man I don't know if Ten Hag is really looking. I don't know if Ten Hag is actually actually like taking it in and actually realizing like this is actually a very bad situation. Like I don't like I look at Ten Hag, right, and it's like even just the way he handles himself, not even just in press conferences, but the way he handles himself, right. It just makes me question, you know, who he is as a manager. Like I'm sure as a person he's nice, but listen, we have look if they were to sack Ten Hag, right, this board needs to be very careful with who to look at. You know, like I've seen reports about Tuchel coming in. You know what I mean? And I'm not disrespect to Tuchel. I think he's a decent manager. I just don't think he's the type of manager that will be a long term fix. I'm looking at a guy like De Zerbi, that could work, but you have to have a structure around him. Someone like Inzaghi could work as well, but again, like it all has to go back to the fact that we need to have a style of play. We need to have a structure around, you know. And right now, I'm just looking at Innocence and looking at what they do next. I'm already done with the season. Like just luck, like please just end the season right now and like just focus on the summer. You know what I mean? Like everything with the manager, the players, I'm all done with that. You know what I mean? I've already seen what they've done. I've already seen enough. So I'm now looking at Ineos and seeing what they do, the people that they appoint. You know what I mean? If if the Dan Ashworth appointment works out, then now it's now up to them to now basically let those guys do their job. You know what I mean? Don't tell them what to do. Like I feel like with the structure, like whenever they appoint somebody, like they don't they never let that person do what need they know how to do. Like it's almost like you hire someone, right? And then you just take away all the skills that they have and then give them skills that they just cannot thrive on. And so I feel like if you bring in Dan Ashworth, right, let him do his work. Same with Omar Brother, let him do his work. Like I'm very it's gonna be very interesting to see what this structure actually does with the club and everything. I think like with the appointments and everything, like I think I'll say I'm a little bit optimistic, but not what I mean. You can't just jump into. I'm not gonna just jump into conclusions and just say that what the structure, what Ines has done so far has been great and all that. Like you know, there's still time for them to make very very bad decisions, but we just have to see in the summer. So my eyes are all on Ineos. That's being focused. You know what I mean?
So my question to you is, do you think that they're going to they're going into the summer with a game plan, or do you think this is just a filler to just, keep the Man United fans happy and not scream Ineos out
I mean,
like from the jump?
but I mean, the way I look at it is that, I think from what they say, I think from what I've heard them say, I think they do care, but I have to see what they do. I need to see that. I need to see their actions. I need to see what they do. I think, like with the whole with the Ratcliffe interview, right? Like he talked about how we're going to be, we're gonna be dictating, what style of play that we want. You know what I mean? So, something along those lines. And I thought that was I thought that was something very very good for him to say. You know what I mean? Like the only thing is that if they're gonna appoint a manager, right? It has to be a manager that is actually willing to actually implement a philosophy, and also when he does, he doesn't have to change it. You know, don't change it. Stick to what you believe in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It has,
Okay.
it has to be that
Yeah,
way.
But
yeah.
let me, yes,
I have to see what this.
see what they do. No, I get
Yeah, I
that, and
have to
that's
see
where
what
I'm
they
at
do.
with it. But Malcolm,
Like,
so let me ask you, Premier
yeah,
League title off of Manchester United. Who wins the Premier League title? Arsenal or Manchester City, in your opinion?
in my opinion, I'd say I say with the way everything going, I say Arsenal.
Arsenal.
But
All right. So you think?
I feel
Do you think City drop points against Spurs, or do you think City drop points against West Ham, or both?
no. I don't think it will be both. It has to be
Okay. How come?
one or the other. I think it'll
Spurs.
drop points against Spurs, but they'll
Okay.
be West Ham. But
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
First. All right, man. Malcolm, I'm gonna have to let you go, my guy. But big up every single time. Soon. Respect.
Big up, brother.
Every time. Shout out to Malcolm, who's a member of the channel. So that's why he did indeed Q jump as well. Another members in the building. Of course, if you're a member of the channel, you Q jump. Run up the likes though. Hit the subscribe button. Hey, Kevin is in the building. My guy, what you saying?
Nah, I'm good, man. How you, pal?
Oh bless,
okay?
oh bless, man. Yeah, all good, man. Who's winning the league title, man? Arsenal or Manchester City?
I hope Arsenal, and you know what?
I know you said that.
They can gladly take the 3 points yesterday. Honestly, I couldn't care less. I've checked out the season, bro. Honestly, Newcastle and Brighton take the points as well. I'm done. I don't know, man. I really don't know. If I had to say Arsenal, then City would drop points away at Spurs.
Okay. Do you think City drop points away at Spurs?
I hope so, and I think so.
I hope so.
I mean, Ange did just say what did he just say? He said, I will never understand Tottenham fans wanting to lose if it helps to not Arsenal the Premier League title. So you already know Ange is saying, hey, if you're not gonna play, then you holding bench. I need players that want to play. So there is that.
Let me just tell you this. I think Arsenal should also be a little bit more shameful about themselves. Like, they should have done it better, not having to rely on Tottenham to do it for them.
Oh, 100%.
On the second last game of the season, let me tell you where you guys lost the title. At home to Fulham, 10-man Fulham, which was early on in the season. Which was, you know when that was? Game week 3. That was when Arsenal lost the title. Game week 3. I'm sorry. You don't drop points to 10-man Fulham at home. You just don't.
100%.
That is where you lost the title. On goal difference, Arsenal will be on top. Heading into the last game of the season against West Ham. Sorry, no. Arsenal will be on top by 1 point, excuse me. By 1 point. Because then you'd be ahead of Manchester City by 2 extra points. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm right. Goal difference. So yeah, Arsenal did it to themselves. It's not that Man City were great. Manchester City were not. Arsenal. You know when you lost the title actually as well. There was 1 win in 7 in December till January. Remember that period?
Yep. We went on a string of draws and defeats.
So had you beaten Fulham, had you beaten Villa, had you beaten West Ham at home, the title would have been wrapped up yesterday.
Heck, even if those losses were draws.
Wrapped up since game week 34, excuse me. Arsenal did it to themselves. It's not even that Man City were great. You guys did it to yourselves because you stopped Manchester City as well. You stopped them twice this season. You avoided defeat against them. So you're 2 points behind. I expect you guys to win it next season. If you don't win it next year, Arteta has to be sacked. You need a striker in the summer, and you need to fix up your depth as well because you got a lot of games next season. But on to United.
I'll sack him this summer, bro. I'll sack him this summer and go get Michel Sanchez.
Yo, Eli's been off the he's been off the Arteta train for the longest. He ain't trying to hit shit, yo. Sorry, Eli's just not with it, yo. He's just been like,
no.
For months now, like, yo, going, I'm tired, yo. Don't tell me nothing good about nothing. Get this manager
we should have won the league twice. This should be our double.
You know
what I'm saying?
That I do agree with, and I do underestimate that when talking about it because I'm not looking at it from an Arsenal perspective, but I understand fully because I do agree with you that I believe you should have won the league last season and this season. I agree with that.
Yeah, Last season,
I think so.
The excuses of not having Saliba and Partey was, I'm sorry, you don't do it with 8 points clear. I also go back to 2012. Manchester United shouldn't have bottled that title. So it's fine.
Go on, Kevin.
Yeah,
Your
I sound
game?
like
Is that what you're talking about?
I need to rant about Manchester United, man. We were dreadful yesterday. That was
Talk about
we weren't dreadful. We weren't poor. We weren't great. We were okay. It wasn't the worst performance ever. We did better than expected. Let's be honest.
Hey, y'all were definitely the better team. I can't lie. Y'all were the better team. Y'all should have won that game.
We sort of reverted back to last season's performances. It reminded me a bit of last season. Not gonna lie to you. Like, how do you?
So you know what that kind of means, You know what I mean, Kevin? That you don't need all your players to set up in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And how you can play like that when you want to. But hey, you know,
injuries.
Injuries. But yeah, we played all right. But we played so bad against Palace and we're defensively wide open, and then we play against a much better side in Arsenal. And we look so much more defensively compact. All right, bet. Okay. Sure.
Let me go back and read you the team from yesterday. Yeah.
What are we talking about here, man? This is crazy.
Let's go back and read you the team from yesterday. So it was Onana in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Casemiro, Evans, Dello, Mainu, Amrabat, Ahmad McTominay, Garnacho, and Hojlund. The only player on that pitch that I can probably say had a great game was Amad Diallo.
Yeah, I know you say he was great. I say he was good, but that's it. But I get your overall point. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
He was our biggest spark going forward. Let's be real. The way he kept the ball, the way he drove forward, the way he was composed. The
1-2s.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know about him. He should be Manchester United starting right winger come the start of next season. Not Anthony. Not Garnacho. It should be Amad Diallo if he's fit. The way he's playing right now warrants a place in the starting lineup. If he does not play next season, I think he should leave because he needs to be unleashed. This kid is special.
It is game time.
He's a special. I've been rating him for the longest, and I think Kobe Mainoo is starting to get gassed out now. I think it's time for him to sit on the bench. I'm not trying to say he's a bad player. No, I don't think he's a bad player. But what I do think is you're overusing him at such a young age.
Agreed.
You're overusing this guy at an age at a time where you're not having a great season. All right, let's throw in Kobe Mainoo in the lineup. Mm-hmm. You're throwing him, making him look like he is part of the problem when he's not even the problem. Because he's under the limelight, around the problem. If you get what I'm saying, he's in the team, so he's playing around the problems. And Manchester United are just not having a good season.
We just a problem moving ourselves. I hear that. We just a problem.
We're a problem, and I can't wait, man. 3 more games to go. 3 more games.
I'm with that. Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait for the end of the season, man. If they don't sack Ten Hag, Ineos are not serious.
Oh yeah, it's Ineos out. If they don't sack Ten Hag, it's Ineos out. Like if he's not sacked before, where is the season end? If he's not gone not even before you, because you're if he's not gone by the start of next month, Ineos.
But by the final whistle,
Flawless is like, hey, sack him on the touchline on Championship Sunday.
Yes. You know what?
Oh, actually, wait. When is the FA Cup final? Let me actually check. Yeah. So I'm right then. Yeah, because I'm thinking of the Champions League final. Because it's the Champions. Yeah, because it's the Champions League final. Oh, is it? I didn't even know that. Is the Champions League final?
It should be a week after the FA Cup.
It's the 1st of June. That's why I was getting mixed up. Big up Jersey as well. So yeah, my point still stands. If I'm actually giving you grace of a week when really he should be sacked the day after the FA Cup final, win or lose that. But I'll give you a week to get rid of it.
After Brighton,
I'll give it in an ideal world. Yes, we should have done that and got someone else in, but
you're probably gonna slate me up for saying this. You're probably gonna slate me for saying this.
Go on.
There's one man I want to manage the final right now.
Jose Mourinho.
There's one man. No.
Tuchel.
He's the only man that can beat Pep.
Tuchel.
No.
Who?
Ole.
Okay. Yeah. Let's.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
I'm just kidding. I don't rate Solskjaer, but he's the only man that can beat Pep. Let's be real. Like when he was here, he was the only man that
Tuchel beat him 3 times in a row, including the Champions League final.
Flawless's face when he said,
if Tuchel came to replace Ten Hag, I wouldn't mind it, but he's not my first choice. I'd probably go Hansi Flick.
Hansi Flick, 100%.
Hansi Flick's my choice.
Hey, Jez, just quickly before you carry on, Hansi Flick, what's his type of football?
Similar to Nagelsmann, kind of like high tempo.
It's high energy, high to. Hey,
yes,
that's what I want. Hansi Flick. So I need to do my research. But Hansi Flick, yeah, that's
very much rock and roll.
Hey man, I love run me some of that. I'm tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Run me some like that.
But we need to sign a lot of runners, man, because none of these players run, bro. We've got players who are lazy, who don't care, bro. They don't.
Oh no, they run. They just got no power. We have no running power. That's one thing I noticed watching yesterday. We have a severe lack of strength.
Wait, hey Kevin, you're telling me you want a midfield? You want a midfield runner?
We need
no,
runner.
We don't want I don't want no midfield runner. Just I don't want nothing else from Chelsea. I'm good. You lot stay over there. I want nothing from Chelsea. I want anything. I don't care. You can shove it. I did the word to Surfer. I don't want anything that's Chelsea or ex-Chelsea. I'm good. Don't run me nothing.
Hey Victor, we're getting a little feedback from your mic, bro.
Is it me? Wait, hold on.
Yeah. It was, yeah. He's in that big conservatory, with the.
No. You know what? The AC's on. I'll turn it off. The AC's on.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so you got the heated seat. It's the AC's on. My bad. Marvel floors and all that. Victor living life, man. Yeah, go on.
Is it better now? Is it better now?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, the AC's on. What's the AC? The AC's on, my bad.
Need a squad. We need a lot of players this summer. I probably ship out McTominay, Maguire.
Then this goes on.
I love Wan-Bissaka, man, but he's got to go.
It's a wrap. Show's over.
I really like Wan-Bissaka, but he's not one of these players that puts out PR when the club does bad. He's not one of these players that doesn't give a shit in training. He works hard. Wan-Bissaka is a very hard worker, but he's just not needed at the moment. I want to right back.
He's just ass.
Yeah, man, the show's over. But hey, Kevin, let me ask you before I let you go. Arsenal or City, who's winning the league title?
Arsenal.
Okay, cool. So you think City drop points at Spurs, yeah?
I'm giving myself one last hope before the Tottenham game.
Okay, cool. All right. Bet. Hey, Kevin, gonna let you go. I'm gonna get to the rest of these callers now, yeah? But big up every single time, man. Yeah, go on.
Just before I go,
yeah, go on.
Oh yes, I have to promote. I've just launched my YouTube channel as well. Let me just
drop the link in the chat. What's it called? And drop the link in the chat as well.
It's called AN Sports.
Okay.
It might not be the best
that's
name,
a fire name.
But yeah, because the thing is, obviously, it's my initials, but then and sports next to it.
Sense. Yeah, that's what I said. It's fire. It's fire.
AN Sports. Yeah, I like it. That shit sounds professional.
Hopefully, I can get you guys on to speak soon. I need a few more subscribers before I can,
just watch. Yeah, man. Just all you have to do, man, is just working, and people gonna show up, man. You know the blueprint. We already spoke yesterday, so shout me during the summer months, and we'll get something done.
It's the same on TikTok as well.
All right, so AEN Sports on YouTube and AEN Sports on TikTok. Once you leave, drop both links in the chat.
Just AEN Sports, not AEN Sports.
Oh, did you say? All right, yeah, drop the links in the chat, right? 100%. All right, AE Sport. All right, big up, Kevin, yeah? Every single time, man. Big up, bless up. You already know. Bless up, man, every single time. Go get to the final couple callers, people. You got man like, you know what I'm saying, Bocalano. I hope I didn't butcher your name, my guy in the cut. You know what I'm saying? My apologies if I did. What are you telling me?
Hey, big up Flawless, big up everyone in the panel, big up everyone in the chat. Yeah, you can call me Keke. Keke Leto, like none of that key shit. You get me?
Sorry to disturb you. Are you South African?
Yeah, I'm South African.
I knew that name, man. The name.
Yeah. What team do you support again? Because we spoke before, but what team do you support?
Yeah, we have. It's been a young minute. I support Chelsea.
Chelsea. All right, cool.
Last time we spoke was after we got smoked at Old Trafford.
Jesus.
so it was mad. Yeah, it was quite a while ago. But yeah, just to get into it quickly, I wanted to chat about the game against Nottingham Forest, just in isolation, and then sort of like speak about my overall feelings about the club, because I think there's certain things like we still need to remember, and then hopefully like we can chat a little bit about United. And I have,
of course,
like a small continental question that hopefully can spark a hot take, if we have enough time to chat about that. But just in terms of the Nottingham game, leading up to the game, I was very nervous. I can't lie. I didn't like the rhetoric coming out the football club after the West Ham win. I have my owner coming out saying that, oh, this is what we had planned all along, and in the last 2.5 games, I'm thinking, okay, why are we assessing things over 2.5 games? But when he was sitting in 11th, it was a 5-year project. So I didn't like the rhetoric, and it was a tough away game. I think a lot of people forgot the Chelsea that we've been watching this season. I saw these men get smoked, you know, at Old Trafford, got smoked at Anfield, got smoked at the Emirates, got smoked at St James's Park, failed to win at Bournemouth, got smoked away at West Ham. So this is a team that had really struggled to sort of like deal with Premier League away days in a general sense. And when I saw Callum Hudson-Odoi curling in that shot,
A good
it
strike as
goes
well.
2-1 up.
It's a very good strike.
1v1 demon came back to haunt, his parent club, and it was like, yeah, I told man this was gonna happen, like it was sort of like screaming a loss, just like this, you know. But this is where, like, I have to say I'm incredibly like impressed with the comeback that we put together. For me, it really was like the perfect comeback, a flawless. Like, you've seen your team pull off some crazy comebacks over
Yeah,
the
facts.
years, and I think that second half, like, so many things like went well, in terms of that particular comeback. We saw the manager make substitutions early, 55 minutes gone, and Nkunku and Gusto, boom, pull off the players that aren't really doing well. He pulled off Madueke, who got locked up by Ola Aina.
Yeah, he
Also
did.
pulled off Yashil, who was okay, but he seems susceptible to an error. He pulled them off, put Gusto right back, pull Palmer to the right wing, where him and Gusto have had a good relationship. That was a nice tactical change. Then we go 2-1 down immediately. He makes a couple of more changes. Brings on the captain. I was so glad to see Conor Gallagher take that armband off, man, and give it to Reece James. So just see that was just like a sight to behold, and he put
You and
on
me, bro.
Sterling
You
as
and me.
well. And these are players that made an impact on the game. And I think what was most impressive for me is that the turnaround happened in a couple of minutes. We still had 8 minutes of regular time plus 7 minutes. So that was an extra 15 minutes that Chelsea just saw out. Like, Nottingham still had like a couple of set piece opportunities that we saw Petrovic come out and collect. And it was like, for me, that was sort of perfect. You get your goals, you see the game out. No sort of like touchy moments towards the end. And yeah, like, they showed me a different side, and I had to big the team up for that. I thought it was a different mentality to what I've seen, in previous games. But for me, in terms of overall, I still want this manager sacked. I think what he should do is just sort of like put himself in a position where he can get a decent job in the future. You can at least push got Chelsea into Europe. It was a dysfunctional thing, rare tear. So just so you can set yourself up from the future. Like, for me, there's still there's still there's still too many things. Like, even that performance, that first half performance, is exactly why this manager needs to go. We saw so many
Yeah.
of the things that are like a sort of like a recurring theme. A lack of sort of like tactical system in terms of build up. I'm seeing Dons pointing to each other. You holding the ball. Thiago Silva literally has like holding the ball for 10 seconds because managers like standing there and you have to point. So that's what happens when people don't know what zones they need to be in and where
Got
they
you.
need to pop. So that's why the manager needs to go. And for me, like, moving forward, so many players that are at Chelsea don't suit his tactical profile. You know, we're talking about guys like Andre Santos, who the club said is so important when he signed him back in January. They said it was so important we had to get him into the squad expeditiously for Graham Potter. This is what the club said. Like, we have to sort out his permit. He's generational.
Yeah.
Now he's a Strasbourg. He doesn't fit Pochettino's system. You're looking at guys like Cassidy, someone who also they were telling me is generational. We don't know like what his particular like profile and how it suits Pochettino and things like that. So it's crazy, man. And I think we just need to get rid of my man, and sort of like try to find a manager that suits the group of players that were bought. And for me, like the people that need to follow Pochettino is Paul and Lawrence. Paul and Stanley and Lawrence Stewart need to follow Pochettino out the door. This Esteval Willian signing is sort of like is for me like why they need to sack these sporting directors, or at least demote them, and then they can be part of the recruitment team, because right now everybody knows what Chelsea needs in terms of recruitment. Yet we're buying another right winger, right? I think that's about 5 right wingers, and all of them are generational. I think like what I wanted to do was just to give people some perspective in terms of what generational means.
Talk about
that's an average time period of like 20-23 years. So when you're calling someone a generational talent, what you're saying is in the last 20 years, you've seen someone as good as this guy. So this Esteval William Donny, who has only, I think, he hasn't even played like 20 like professional games. He's a generational talent. Okay, cool. So then by your definition, he's better than Cole Palmer. He's better than Musiala. He's better than Foden, who's 23. He's better than that Yamal Donny at Barcelona. He's better than Pedri. He's better than Erling Haaland, who still qualifies for Young Player of the Season. Right? So this is like this is the levels that you're speaking of. And as Chelsea fans, we saw how generational talent operates this season. Like we've seen Cole Palmer, and now we can all agree that Kai Havertz isn't generational. Now we can all agree that guys like Timo Werner aren't at the top of.
Depends on who you're speaking to.
Yeah, I guess so, because people are still telling me that Mudryk is generational, right?
People don't know what the word means. That's the problem.
Who's generational?
It's very loosely used.
Yeah.
Very
loosely used. World class word as well.
Yeah, it's like world class. Yeah, 100%.
The same thing.
Yeah, so it's like, why is this still the model that Chelsea is following? Where's the name brand that we all recognize? Where's like you call it the cover letter, Flawless. I need that cover letter, bro. I need I don't want to be watching YouTube comps to understand who you are. I need to remember who you are. This is the type of profile that we need. But yet these sporting directors are still buying this type. So they like for me, it's like, okay, cool. Like, why are they buying these players? Is it for a system, or is their only mandate to find talent that is?
They're trying to find the next name now. That's what they do.
They're what they're doing is they're following the American. I guess you could say it's the American way. Like, essentially, what we do over here is we try to find all of the younger talent. You know what I'm saying? And they try to cultivate the young talent, in the hopes that they come good later and they become like generational or the best in the world. That's basically what they're fundamentally trying to do here. But they don't understand that football is a completely different sport, and you like 9 times out of 10 it's probably not going to work.
Yeah, and I think at least like give yourself a chance by buying players that suit a particular tactical profile. The fact that these sporting managers hired Pochettino to begin with is an L. It shows you like it wasn't a footballing decision; it was a company decision. So there's just like so much in terms of like the structure of the club that still needs to change. I still want like what are men saying about this medical department and these mystery injuries? Guys go in and then they disappear. Like, what happened to Levi Colwell? Like, I thought he had a niggle. Like,
jeez, you know what? I forgot about Levi Colwell.
Levi Colwell's been injured, bro.
How long has he been out for?
Like, I don't know. Like
it's been about like 2-3 months now.
Yeah, it's just for a minute.
I forgot. I legit forgot about him altogether.
Don't forget about Lavia.
Yeah, Lavia we'd always been out for. But it's like he got injured and
he's never coming back.
And then just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah, like guys like Ugochukwu as well. This was the first time we saw him on the bench in months, and he was also supposed to have a little like small injury. Like, can't make in and out of the treatment? Like, what's going on?
You know what that is? You know what that is? It's another Potch thing, bro. Because he did this at Spurs. He did this at PSG, where he runs the players into the ground. He runs the players into the ground, and he runs the players into the ground. Double sessions, triple sessions. even when they have, game within the next, within 3 days, he still makes them train. Like train. That's why you see all these injuries piling up on each other, making players play through injuries and then making their injuries worse. Like for example, Enzo, he said he was playing with pain for 8 months with injections and such.
Yeah, and that's
8
foolish.
months.
Yes, but man,
8
doing
months.
shuttles. Can you imagine having a regista doing shuttles? Like it's jarring. Like it's jarring.
No, but I talked before.
Sounds like Ten Hag.
No, but I talked about it before though. But you see me. Like I said this to Brian before as well. How if Chelsea knew what they were doing when they were doing the manager research, you would know that a manager like Poch would never use a player like Enzo to begin with. Now he's kind of forced to use Enzo because he's like the £100 million player that they bought, and he needs to be on the pitch. So it's kind of like it was just foolishness when they were just signing Poch to begin with.
Our manager ID doesn't make sense. I said this last year. The managers that we were linked with to replace to be our manager for this season didn't make sense. How did you have a short list of or how are you looking for managers like Nagelsmann, Enrique, Company, and Pochettino? Like their play styles don't make sense.
Danjo as well.
And then you got the worst one tactically.
I don't like the worst one.
Pochettino is trying to play.
Enrique's bad.
But they got the best corporate Donny.
Over what?
The best corporate man.
Pochettino has like what, almost £250 million midfield, and he's trying to play them like Wanyama and Dembele.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
That's crazy.
He
Argentinian Peter Griffin,
three
man.
left backs. Going into the season, he had 3 left backs to choose from, and he decided to go with Levi Cole.
Yeah, before you carry on, okay, 1 second. Hey, big up to Sing G for the super chat. I meant to get to this earlier. Much appreciated. Before you go, Prime, 1 second. Prime, 1 second. 1 sec. Just hold on 1 sec. Big up to Sing G for the super chat. I meant to get to this earlier, but StreamYard bugging and the all-star in the super chats. But he says, I know they say you're a wild lad, flawless, you legend. Hey, big up Sing G. You already know, man. It's all love. Big up, man. Much appreciated. You lot continue to run up the likes, hit the subscribe button before we do indeed close out. I love these fan calling shows, but yeah, we 2 hours in. Matthew, hear your thoughts, man. Don't worry, Kate. We're gonna go back to you as well. But Matthew, talk to us, man. I can see your name says mission failed. Everybody out. Talk to us.
What's the?
Hey, why are United fans sad, man? I saw you're repairing your roof this morning. Why are you sad, man? At least shit's getting fixed.
Shit's getting fixed. What's getting fixed, bro?
I believe it when I see it. I ain't gonna lie. I'll believe it when I see it. When it rains and it don't leak, then I'll believe it. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust anything.
Man said the roof's leaking, bro. What's fucking new at this football club, man? Oh my god, man. I didn't watch the game, thankfully. Went to my sister's house and
man.
So thank God I didn't see that shit. Oh my god. And what's new? Garnacho, Højlund, drop a stinker. McTominay, shit. What a surprise. Casemiro mistake. What a fucking surprise. I just can't be asked anymore, man. I really can't. And it's like people will be like, oh, Casemiro needs to retire. That's fine. Yeah. But let's speak on the 2 bum buddies up front, bro. Yeah. The 2 so-called star boys, man.
Bum buddies crazy.
Yeah? Flipping, what's it, man? That Argentine flipping, what's it? James Charles, man, Garnacho, fam, and that, what's it? That other youth, man, flipping Højlund, bruv, that £72 million Danish twerk pole, man. Nah, I'm tired of this guy, man.
Wow.
Seriously. Nah, I'm tired, bro. I can't lie, I'm tired, bro. These men are shit, bro. And it's like, oh, give him time, bruv. I'm sorry, they're shit, bro. Yeah? Højlund's not even better than Danny Welbeck when he was at this football club.
Hey, shout out Welbs, man. Welbs a baller, man. I'm saying,
exactly.
That's my guy.
Let's be real, man.
That's my guy.
Let's be real, bro. Yeah? And man said Danny Welbeck wasn't good for this club, bro. If Danny Welbeck was still here now, yeah, I promise you do much better than the whole,
absolutely.
All of the attackers, all of them.
Watching Højlund live and you see how bad he is.
Bro, bouncing, flipping, falling off the floor, getting his flipping shorts dirty like some bozo, man. Nah, man.
He really is. He's so bad. Like he
sucks, man. Oh my
awful.
god.
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
What's the question, bro?
You know how
man knows Victor and he's like, I ain't got no time for your shit. Hey, hold that,
you
Victor.
know how at the start of the season,
yo,
yeah.
what's the question? Go on.
You know at the start of the season, where everyone said,
Yeah.
"Oh, United fans telling me, oh, I'd rather at least we're not Chelsea right now. That could be worse." How do you feel now?
Hey, we was wrong. That's what it was. I was half right when I said we weren't Chelsea. I got it wrong in regards.
No, but
to
the
fact that Chelsea are above us, he needs to be sacked.
Yeah,
sacked.
Agreed.
Like, bro, we were laughing at Chelsea.
Yeah,
we were
and now we're
laughing
below
at
Chelsea, and we'll finish below them as well. I got it.
You guys remember when you used to clown us for saying 10th FC?
Nah,
remember when we were 10th for 3 months?
Yeah, exactly. But hey, we ain't 10th. Let's not do that. Let's not go too far.
Hey, CP, don't get twisted.
And we ain't 10th either. We ain't 10th either.
Hey, 7th and 8th. Let's go, man. We on the up. Let's go.
CP, don't get twisted. We still suck, but United just suck more.
Yeah, exactly.
I got it wrong, man. Like I said, when I said we ain't Chelsea, I was half right. Like we are not. We are worse.
Yeah, we're worse.
Wait, sorry, Matthew, I have a question for you, Matthew, if you don't mind. I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, fire away.
One sec, Prime. Let me. I have a question. Do you think? Wait, Prime. Let me go. Okay. Do you think you guys did the same thing that Liverpool did, right? Where they wanted an Enzo, they got an Endo. You wanted a Holland, you got a Hoyland. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like maybe there was a spelling mistake.
No,
you know when there's career mode, and then you're spelling out the name. When you're spelling out.
You can show me. How about all that? Yeah. How about that? You can show me. Oh, you were the Holland. No, it's not the same. No,
very funny.
Hardy fucking ha. Man cut off Prime. We probably had a jet. Go on, Prime. Get to your question, and then we go close out shortly. Go on. Yeah, go on.
Let me just say, like, first of all, like, to the Chelsea fans that are going to get gassed that we're above United and are going to banter them, us finishing above United could mean we keep Pochettino and they get rid of their manager. So, like, are we really winning?
We're not getting rid of
Ten
Hag, I'm telling you now.
Do we really win?
Wait, we'll get to that in a second.
You guys, you're getting rid of Ten Hag.
We won't, bro.
You're getting.
Okay, Matthew. Let me ask Matthew. Let me ask you why. Why don't you think they get rid of Ten Hag?
Bro, it's these flipping weirdo fans, bro. It's like they're like, oh, it's the players. It's like, bro, it's like now you man are starting to turn on him. It's funny, like we were saying this months ago, and like it's just getting even worse. Cause I don't know why. Yeah, it's like, bro, something's telling me we're just gonna keep him. And it's just and I'm just gonna,
you know
like,
what?
bro.
I don't trust Ineos.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
why I asked you why, because I hate the thought process because people are putting a lot of faith and a lot of stock and a lot of credit on Ineos, and I'm like, hey, you gotta show me.
If they don't sack him, it's Ineos out, bro.
Oh yeah, facts, 100%. Yeah,
pitchforks at OT, bro.
Yeah. Flying banners over the stadium, 100%, man. Everybody got.
Yeah, man.
That's what it is, man.
Bro, flares, everything.
Everybody get every game locked off. That's what needs to happen.
100%, bro. Yeah. And bro, you see, bro, for real? These players, man, I can't lie, they need to fuck off as well. I'm not even being funny. Like,
man.
I'm not even being funny, bro.
I agree with you. That's why I've been saying ACGI for the longest. Like everybody
Hoyland, I don't care, man. We can take a loss on him. He can fuck off as well, man. I'll be real. Like, I've been saying this for a while. 50% Martial is better than this guy, bro. Martial in a wheelchair is better than this guy. Yeah? And we cast off Martial. Let me tell you that. We cast him off. Yeah? Flipping.
What about Broja? We can give you a Broja for a cut price, 3 million.
Yeah, you know what, man? We cutting his mic. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to hear none of this. You know what I'm saying? And that.
What about
two horses of the same shit. Man. How about that? I hate this guy, you know, with a passion.
I hate the strong words.
No way, man. Mud Brothers, like,
yeah, Mud Brothers, fantastic. Yeah, we'll be there. Hey, you lot, everyone, make sure you go to Chic TV. I'll be on Mud Brothers over there with the rest of these jokers. So yeah, make sure you're over there. Go on, Matthew. What was you gonna say?
What's it like? And you know what it is with Amateur. I rate him highly as a baller, but I'm gonna be honest. I think he leaves in the summer. I'm gonna be honest.
You're not gonna leave. But that's only based on you saying that Ten Hag stays. But I think if Ten Hag does leave and we bring in a
like even if he leaves, I think he's still.
You reckon he just dip anyway?
Yeah, I think he's gonna leave, man. Like, and it will take a bit of convincing for him to stay. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I heard that.
He ain't been treated well at this football club, if we're being honest.
True. That is very
he
true.
hasn't. Like,
I agree with that.
Ollie weren't really giving man minutes. To be fair, he was still young, new to the country. Fair enough. Ralph sent him out on loan a few times. Ten Hag, the pussy-o, sent him out on loan, then didn't play him, and now he's now relying on him to save his job. It's like, when I put 2 and 2 together, yeah, if I'm in this position, I'm just saying, you know what, yeah, I'm leaving, bro. I can't lie, because I ain't trying to get disrespected again, you know. Like, I'll be real, like, this brother, yeah, has pedigree, bro. Like, this guy, before he came to Man United, yeah, was already, like, he had gas in it. In Italy, he had gas in it. Like, man, we're comparing him to Lionel Messi, bro. Like, that's how talented he is, bro. And it's like, he did his thing at Sunderland, yeah. And then we're getting this jolt man flipping Garnacho, yeah, getting all the gas, bro. Like, oh, Starboy over one fucking overhead kick. Do me a favor, man. Do me a favor, bro.
It was a very good
Garnacho
goal.
was a nobody, bro, and he will be a nobody, man. I swear
That was a
down,
good
bro.
goal.
Hey, no. Hey, shout out
Big up to the Georgia
to
Best
shout out to
region,
Shark
man.
Tale. Shout out to Shark Tale. You're not a
Nah,
nobody. You're a wiener.
Nah, he's gonna be an Osasuna, man, bro. Gonna get relegated in La Liga, bro. Nah, he's a scrub, bro. I'll be honest with you. He's a scrub, man. I don't want to see him ever play. I don't want to see him start for this football club again. I don't care. I don't want to ever see him start for this football club again, bro. I do not care, bro. Yeah, that guy's not better than Januzaj. Let's be honest with ourselves. He's not better than Januzaj.
Januzaj was cold. Like Januzaj actually put the team on his back and was on point.
Man that are starting. This guy is known as our star boy. He's not better than Ravel Morrison, bro. Let's be
Hey,
honest.
shout out Ravel Morrison, man.
Ravel was a baller, bro. Yeah, he ain't better than Greenwood, bro. I don't care what you think about Greenwood, the person.
No, he's not. No, Garnacho. Yeah, Garnacho's not better than Greenwood. Like, that's not. I don't even think.
Sucks, man.
Yeah, I don't even think that's that's not even a debate. But Matthew, off of Manchester United, Arsenal or City, who you think wins the league?
Bro, fuck Arsenal. City will win.
I love that energy. K, same to you, man. Arsenal or Manchester City, who you got winning the league?
Yeah, ABA settings, bro. Anyone but Arsenal, bro.
Yeah, man. Anyone, bro. Give it to flipping, bro.
I can't see these men do it, bro. Like, nah. There's like, I don't like that institution. That institution is one of the most overrated institutions in the world, bro.
Yeah,
like can we just chat about the Invincibles and how already Leverkusen they already posting their Invincible season next to them, and it's a conversation. I don't care what man tell me about all the Prem's harder. It's a conversation. Like, Leverkusen's Invincibles, like, it's chatting to you, man, and it's like, yo, what an overrated institution, man. Top 4 specialists, you know, like, let's blame Arsene Wenger for making top 4 trophy, because he's the one that told the footballing world.
It was a hot line, and then he made it a hot song. I hear you.
Okay, to speak on that. Lee Gunner even said that the Invincibles, like, in different leagues, has happened 17 times, while the treble has only happened 7 times in the history of football. So what's easier? The Invincibles. The Invincibles statistically is easier, and they're doing an Invincibles with 3 trophies, not an Invincibles where they're getting draws and get out of all the cups. They're winning all the cups they're in. They're winning all the cups they're in. That's better than the Invincibles.
It's like one trophy. It's like 1 trophy compared to 3 is.
And you're Invincibles for all of them. And you're unbeaten.
Yeah, they're about to mud Arsenal's Invincible, bro, and I'm loving it. I can't lie.
Do people not remember that Arsenal season?
Mud the whole thing
afterwards. Like, it was over immediately afterwards. It was Chelsea's time.
That Arsenal season, they lost more games in all competitions than Man United. People don't remember.
Yeah, 99 side, yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah,
they did.
But yeah, anyone but Arsenal, man.
I hear that.
Must continue, man. I can't see Arsenal lift a Premier in my lifetime.
Nah, it won't. Like, unfortunately, City will do it. And like I was having this conversation legit before I came on here. I was just talking about like City are gonna 4-peat and they'll probably 5-peat unless someone gets the act together in the summer. Because
No,
City
unless
been like,
Premier League is a farmers league, man.
yeah, oh yeah, it's good, but it's a
Becoming
Gucci Farmers League,
bro.
man. We're fast food, but it's like with a restaurant setting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
man,
you have to
bro,
book,
just
you have to book in to get in. You walk in, there's a waiter
Bundesliga
there
with good
saying
PR,
table
man.
for
That's
two,
what we
You know,
etc. Yeah, that's what we are.
We
Go
need
on.
to chase Pep out of this country. That's what we need to do.
You know what? We have to. I think we all have to combine together and be like, all right, Pep, it's time to retire.
It's
You know what
time
I'm
to go,
saying?
bro.
It's
We have
time
to
to,
chase him out of the
leave,
country.
man. Like, it's
Everyone's
done.
That's the
You
only
won,
way.
man. That's what we have to say. Yo, you clocked the game. There's nothing else to do. This is GTA. Not only did you clock the game, you've done all the side missions. There is nothing else to do, man. It's a
Yeah,
wrap.
man's just killing
The
the
show's
NPCs
over.
for fun now.
Yeah, for
You know
fun
that
now,
one.
man. It's over, man. There's no
Yeah,
side
for
missions to
fun.
do with anybody, with Lamar or anybody. Like, no, it's over, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like, the old guy,
PvP, the max
Flores,
level
you
and
see
that.
me, man.
Let's
the,
get
the,
it out.
the old guy,
let
the
him
old
do-
guy's not there. What's his name?
No,
I
no,
forgot
no.
his
You
name.
see me,
Who's the
Trevor,
old guy?
you see me
Trevor.
though.
No,
Pep,
the old guy
Pep.
with the stick.
You didn't
What's
know
his
Pep.
name?
You know Pep. You know Pep yet. You see Pep yet.
What's his
You know.
name?
Do you guys know what's it called? Do you guys know the game Elden Ring?
Nah, I've never played it. No.
Yeah.
It's like
Let's-
pretty much
let's-
it's like
Go
an
on,
it's like an RPG game, open world game where you have like you have villains, you have bosses that you have to fight on hard mode and everything. Yeah, you see what Pep does? Instead of going to the bosses, he goes to the side bosses and he tries to make the side quests order. I say, let him, don't say let him be, bro. Let him be. Let
There's
him
no
finish the
side
game
missions to do with
100%.
Leicester, man. Like, you're ringing Leicester's phone. Leicester's like, yo, there's
No,
nothing else to do, man.
this what he's trying to. What's wrong about getting the side?
It's
He
a
wants
wrap.
to make sure he gets all the trophies in the PlayStation Store.
He's
You
got
know
them all.
what he hasn't done?
No,
No. Do
he
you know
wants
what he
to
hasn't
make
done?
sure 100%. He hasn't gone invincible. Pep hasn't gone invincible yet, so in his mind it's like, yo, I need to go invincible.
You just
every
mentioned
game.
that.
Do you know what Pep hasn't done?
Go on.
Let him do.
He broke up. Prime. Say that again. You broke up.
And do a quad.
Anyways, we close. Anyways, we close it out. Anyways, people, we close it out. Hey, we closing out. Love to everyone that's locked in. Hope you big up to all the callers, big up all the new callers, all the regular callers, all the members in the chat, the mods. Hey, you man, no, of course. Why? You know what I'm saying? No.
Prime, you
know
need to stop. You need to stop, Prime.
No. Why would I want to say this guy, man? No. No.
See, Prime. This is why Flawless is like, I wish you all the best, but I hope your club.
Yeah, come on, say stupid shit like that. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't want to. Why would you want? Why would you want another English club to win a European Cup?
Stealing our chance. We don't need them to steal our legacy.
Like I get it from a Chelsea perspective in regards to in the league. Yes, why would you want them to be successful in Europe? That makes no sense to me. Why would you want another English club to be successful in Europe? Go on. Go on. You say real quick. Go on. Why do you want another English team to be successful in Europe that's not yours?
Because you say you want Pep to leave, right? So surely him doing the best achievement will then make him leave. If he does a quad, he'll then leave.
No.
That don't go hand in hand. No.
No? Okay, cool. Hey,
no.
I'm making a suggestion here. So
yeah, sure, mate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you a Chelsea fan who wants City to win in Europe, make it make sense. But hey, we move. Hey, but run up the likes, people.
If you want him to leave, that might be the
and let's say he just says, all right, cool. Okay. Say he says, all right. So let's say it doesn't go that way, and say he goes, you know what? I've just won a quad. Let me try win a second one. Then what?
Hey, well,
yeah,
it is what
you technically
all right, cool. That's why it don't make no sense. To me, that logic is so flawed. But hey, we move.
It's okay. It's okay. Put the gun down.
We move. Yeah.
So what will make Pep leave?
Prime.
I don't think there's to be honest. I don't think there's anything that will make him leave.
No,
I think
flawless. I think there is. I think Dele Alli was on the right. No, Dele Alli was on the right path.
I think he only leaves at his own accord.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anything in particular that will happen where he goes, all right, if this happens, I'll leave.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Dele Alli was doing the right thing by dating his daughter and then, get her to Galatasaray. You know what I'm saying?
No. Anyways, we close it out, people. Love to everyone that's locked in. Big up. This has been Talk Your Ish, the fan calling show. We're gonna redirect over to Steve's channel. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna redirect over to Steve's channel. Strasbourg Steve, hit the like button, subscribe. Then we're back on the playback, people. We're on the playback for the Aston Villa Liverpool game. So make sure you get over there, playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV. Then 10 p.m. I'm on Mud Brothers on Chic TV. And then following that, what game is it tonight? I think it's Dallas Mavericks OKC. Yes, it is. Dallas Mavericks, Oklahoma City Thunder, game 4. And it's in Dallas, right, Eli?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. And the Mavericks are leading 2-1. So yeah, people. What time am I going live for the Villa Liverpool game will be 15 minutes before as well. Or if Northside's live, we'll raid Northside because then they'll redirect. Hey, I know what you lot need to raid as well, man. But I'm trying to think of something George. Give me something Jorginho related people. That's what it is.
Wait, he hit Jorginho?
Yeah, that
What's it,
Jorginho signed a new deal.
Really? He's pissed.
What's his
Yeah,
kit
yeah,
number?
yeah. He's big pissed. What is his kit number? Number 5, right?
Number 20.
Five,
Number 20.
Oh, Jorginho?
Oh, 20. Yeah, what's Jorginho?
Yeah, 20. Yeah, J20.
Just J20.
Oh yeah, just said J20 raid. There you go, man.
Yeah,
J20
J20.
raid on the Offside channel. There we go, man. J20 raid.
Italian Union, bro.
This flawless guy is such a troll.
J20 raid, man. That's it. Yeah. You lot know what to do. So normally we raid 16 out of 10. No. It's J20 raid. That's how we raid.
Yeah,
it, man.
J20, man.
J20 raid, man, with a fire emoji. You know what I'm saying? Not the fire emoji, just one fire emoji next to it. Because he don't like
put the
Jorginho.
football emoji. Baller.
Yeah, man. J20 raid people. You know what I'm saying? And then ask him and say, what do you think of Jorginho's contract extension? Flawless told you to ask us specifically. Say personally, I asked you lot to ask him, so he knows it's from here. We're like, well, Flawless, why are you doing this? Because it's the same guy talking about back Ineos and Project Ineos and Ten Hag in. For those that ain't seen the Phase 4 show on League on this channel, where it's League on the North Side, Saeed and myself every Thursday. That's why I'm doing this. So this is merely defense and retaliation. This is not out of the blue, just to clarify. But yeah, love to everyone that's locked in. Like I said, yo, Hannah, I'm leaving now. I gotta go do some stuff before this next show. So yeah, people, Aston Villa Liverpool on the playback. We'll start 15 minutes before kickoff. So about 50 minutes from now. Then following that, like I said, 10 p.m. on Chic TV. And then following that, 2:30 a.m. That's UK time for the Dallas Mavericks Oklahoma City Thunder game for on the playback as well. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Salute.